Where's the... There he is, over there. Cave shard. How are you carrying too much? You barely got anything in your fucking... You barely got anything in your goddamn bag as it is, bitch. Sorry.
Apparently they're going to be changing that with the gyms. The gyms are going to apparently have their own spot.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, because my box is getting full on gyms.
I need to learn not to go to the jeweler every time I got a bunch of gems and sit there and start breaking them, you know, creating higher and higher gems. Because then it runs into the fact that I'm a level, like, on my rogue. I don't have gems for lower jobs.
Yeah.
I don't have my jimmies. Oh, yeah, there's that. A baba. It's a baba. Babu.
Man, Reap does amazing work.
Let me see.
Hey, as long as you see the opening, now you can see it.
I know, and I'm trying to get my YouTube. There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. That looks pretty awesome.
Yeah. I like his work. He does really good work.
Are you impressed that I rode through a PvP area and didn't get my ass handed to me?
I know you're a good fighter and a good rider.
Well, rider, yeah, because I wasn't fighting this shit. Oh, look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. Aw, the kitty cat's sleepy. Aw. Hello, kitty. Cat's like, fuck you.
Cats normally are.
Just curled up right here by the door. All yellow and orange and tabby. Hi! I was trying to get the cat to follow me. He's sleeping.
Cat said, fuck you.
Because that's how you get a dog to follow you. Is you walk up to the dog and you say hello. Which I could never do. I'm a necromancer. Why? Because they don't like my necromancer.
Gotcha.
I just met a puppy dog. Aww. He's gonna follow me now. Yeah, he follows you. There was this thing though that they would follow you out of town.
Yeah.
Like literally follow you everywhere.
Oh shit.
And yeah, so dead dog everywhere.
Damn.
Not my fault. I think they fixed it. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Hey Miles,
Come
how
on.
you doing, my man?
Come on, puppy,
Hey,
puppy.
Dreamlink. You know, this shouldn't surprise me, but wow, Phil doesn't know what context means. No, he really doesn't.
Context? What's that?
Exactly. Phil has
Do you
no
mean
idea what that
contacts like you wear in your eyes? Is that what we're talking
context.
about? You know, context.
Like I was taken out of
you know.
context.
I was trying to make a funny ice.
I know. I have to.
Ruining my funny, I swear.
I have to deny your fun.
Okay, yeah, the dog doesn't follow you out of town now.
Oh, okay. I know they're having a lot
Yay,
of
no more dead puppies. Because that was like the biggest thing. Because if you walk up to one of the doggies and you tell him hello, he starts following you. And
oh, that's what's up, Miles. What we grabbing? What's on the docket to grab?
I would like a Coke Zero, and a bag of Doritos, please. That would be great. And not like a little bag of Doritos. I want like a regular bag of Doritos. You know, eat them now, eat them. Either that or if they have Sun Chips. That'd be great. Like the garden salsa, because I like a little spice. That'd be great.
Funyuns.
Ew. No.
Hey, don't say ill to
Gross.
Funyuns. Funyuns,
Ew,
Funyuns be like off the
Funyuns.
chain.
Funyuns.
Get some
Ew.
snacks.
Ew.
Hell yeah.
Sela, he's getting some snacks. So that's why I said Doritos have Sun Chips. Funyuns? No.
Funyuns are a snack.
Ew, God, no. I've tried ketchup chips. I don't like those.
Ugh.
Hey, Dreamlink. Hey, Falcon. Hello, Miles. I am not a Funyun person. I do not like Funyuns. We're fucking
Falcon.
around. That's what we're doing today, Dreamlink. We're not doing anything specific.
Oh,
We started a conversation, and he's like, "I want to. We're going to stream it." I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Yes, we're gonna stream this conversation. It's a very the conversation's been had before, but it's nice to have it from a woman's take or perspective.
Well, not only that, him and I have had this conversation in private in the past,
Yeah.
and now he's just wanting to now make it all public. I'm sorry to disappoint all of you guys. He is pregnant with my child.
Well, you know, I've been pregnant for a long time now. You know, it just won't come out the fucking thing.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
JDX.
You just need to push harder, you know.
That's not Heather. That is Icy Temptress you hear, JDX.
This is Icy. Yay!
Yeah,
Hi,
this
JDX.
This is my girlfriend you hear. Valley. Wait, I'm confused.
I am the temptress of ice. Yes. That's me. Icy temptress, the temptress of ice.
Hey, Ghost Hunter, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
The frigid one. I don't know.
Alfred
however you wanna call it.
Ponte, big ups, big ups. Great to see you.
Thank you,
It's a
JDX.
baller.
I know it is baller, isn't it?
Look, she just wanted to follow in my footsteps. That's all.
Oh bullshit.
What's up, Trunks? Good to see you.
Hey Trunks, you can Grinch ice.
What?
Grinch ice, all you want.
What date am I due?
Grinch him.
I think I'm due 2050. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So
Meth
we'll be
Bear,
watching-
Meth Bear, we break rules over here.
Hey, Meth Bear, good to see you.
We break the rules.
Talking about a girlfriend that's against stream rules. Yeah, so
You know.
that's the thing in Phil's chat. If you mention anything about his wife, it is a bannable offense.
Sometimes, you know, I'm petty. I can be really, really petty. You can ask Ice. I can be as petty as the best of them. There are times that I really, really, really am tempted to just... Yes, I know it'd be giving him a view. Yes, I know it's giving him interaction. Okay, I get all that. But there are times I really want to just go sit in his fucking chat and just say everything I know that is bannable in one fucking sentence and just watch his head explode.
Now my girlfriend is doing crazy female stuff. I just
Like
got
go in there
small
and say,
hands
you
that
know-
can build gunplay. Believe it or not, Trunks, you're not wrong. I do have small hands.
He does have small hands and small feet.
Yes, I do. Shut up.
He has
It's-
small feet.
It's not my fault. I wear a 7.5. Okay.
Yeah, he wears a 7.5.
God damn it.
He's a tiny footed man. He's a hobbit.
God was insane.
He's he's my personal hobbit. It's okay.
Me and my wife don't fight. Oh, 14.
14 Tripoli. Hey. Hey,
Oh.
man. Hey.
My uncle.
You have a hard time finding shoes, probably.
You know him and my uncle. My uncle has, I think, a 13 or 14 as well, and he has to get his shoes ordered. Like, he can't just go to the store and buy them.
My dad wore a size 12 to 13, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. When's the baby shower?
We're gonna have a baby
Oh.
shower on stream probably sometime mid next year for whenever Ice is due.
I told you 2050.
So maybe 2025 halfway point, you know, somewhere around there.
Size 7. I haven't that since middle school. Yeah.
Feel free to shit on him about his small feet. I do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
There's other things I shit on him about, but let's stick with the shoes.
You want me to hurt you? You just want me to hurt you. No,
Please.
you want me to ban you from the stream?
Please. But I will be right back in about 10 to 15. I gotta go take care of something, but I will be back and we will have a very interesting conversation.
Since I'm the man, I make financial decisions, so we don't fight either. Icy and I have a shared responsibility with that, so there's no fighting involved with ours either. The few little things we argue about is usually dumb shit, and it just makes you laugh.
Honestly, Ice, I think we got the biggest fights that we could possibly have out at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got that part out of the way, like the big knockdown, drag out fights and whatnot. But I'm persistent, and I can tell you, I'm very persistent.
Yes,
when it comes to certain things. There was, without going into specific details, we had a huge fight to the point he was like, "Yeah, I'm not talking to you ever again," you know, and my dumbass calls the next day, "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm not talking to you." "I know you're not, but that's fine. We'll just sit here in silence. I don't care."
Yeah, and she doesn't take no for an
I
answer.
wore him down, you guys. I won. I wore him down. Yay! But I'll be back.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Not the panda No. But while she's gone and Hum Along might come back. Oh yeah, she's good when it comes to wearing someone down in an argument or debate. We're gonna watch some of Phil. Then we're actually How You Don't Play Jedi Survivor, brought to you by The Outcast. Yeah, she doesn't.
Face it, there's people out there who still do This Is How You Don't Play videos. Is this The Outsider? Yes, this is The Outsider. You know you'll love to see Outsider content. Yeah! Woo!
I figured we could all use a
my
laugh.
ass, baby, I love it. Whoa!
Yeah, I knew what you meant back
I'm
there.
okay with them now. I don't care. Oh, This Is How You Don't Play? Fuck those people. I don't give a crap about you.
So, I don't know if you heard.
I would rage, and what would happen? It would just make it
Evil
worse.
AJ is
There's no
back in
reason to
Phil's
waste
mouth
time on
again.
this anymore. That's why you don't ever hear me.
Got your stuff. Hell yeah.
If they want to do edited style content videos, I don't give a fuck. I haven't cared for a long time. Let them do it. I don't care if someone makes a This Is How You Don't Play montage. I don't care if someone does that kind of stuff. That doesn't affect me at all. It doesn't affect me at all. My viewers are gonna watch my stuff no matter what. So say what you will about the quality of the gameplay, they don't care. If anything,
now I streamed this whole game
after 11
when
years,
I played
those videos are not gonna end me. If anything, a lot of them give me more attention sometimes. So I don't care. Let them do it, right? You're watching This Is How You Don't Play.
Got
I'm
your
totally
stuff.
okay with that.
That's
At this
what's
point. I don't
up,
care
man.
anymore. It's not really a big deal. Make fun of my gameplay. I don't give a shit. Any
In
form of edited
2020.
content you're okay with people making about your stream. I said a million times, I don't care what anyone does.
You didn't miss anything, Meth Bear.
A montage of Phil raging. Whatever. One
Yeah,
day
it's
you
Jedi
get
Survivor.
funny For stupid shit that I
Yeah,
do
you
on
didn't
my
miss
stream.
anything.
You want a live
It was
stream, joke
just
about
a
it,
big
fine.
nothing.
Me all you want.
Nothing
you wanna
burger.
make This Is How You Don't Play videos, fine. Make fun of my gameplay all you want.
Yeah,
I can
he's
care
blaming him
less
for his problems
if
again.
someone
Yep.
illegally restreams me. if
Okay, so
someone makes
I'm
a
glad this popped up right
negative
here.
video.
I'm glad this popped up right here. He sits there and he complains about Final Fantasy 16, saying there's too much dialogue, there's too much dialogue, there's too much dialogue, too much dialogue. The old Final Fantasies were all dialogue. And the reason they were open world is because that was easier to fill in space. If you really paid attention as Final Fantasy went on, it started getting a little bit less dialogue and a little bit linear. Not saying it's full-blown linear, but it started getting linear. And then when he made the same complaint I've seen on Twitter, oh, it's not active, it's not turn-based, it's not true Final Fantasy because of this. It's like, Final Fantasy started moving away from turn-based by, honestly, 13, 12. Final Fantasy 13 and 12, it already started moving away from it slowly. It was still there, but it didn't, it's like it was there, but it wasn't there in the same breath. And then by Final Fantasy VII Remake, they already moved away from turn-based altogether. Final Fantasy VII Remake was a straight action game. Final Fantasy Crisis Core was an action game. 13.3 was pretty much an action game. So it's only natural. 15 was also an action game. You just held the button and that's it. The button did everything else. So when people say that, it's like, guys, Final Fantasy hasn't been turn-based for years now. Like, the last group of Final Fantasy titles that came out were not turn-based.
About my gameplay. Who cares?
Oh, yeah,
Now
King
people will
Duke,
not watch
yes.
the original content. And 10 years later, would I give a shit about this is how you don't play today? I don't. Let people make them. I don't give a shit. Let them all do it. You know what I'm saying? This is how you don't play. Started because I didn't really care about the quality of my playthroughs. I thought the whole thing was a joke, not taking them seriously, acting like a fool. And essentially what happened was overnight, when I turned off the comments, this is how you don't play died. Not to say that people don't still try to make them. Thank you very much for the outside.
This is how you don't play Died when I turn off comments. Okay, then why are we still watching it?
Later, but when people try to do this stuff, it's just not popular anymore. There's no this is how you don't play that come out in the modern era that get any kind of traction compared to how they used to. I mean, we're talking videos they used to get tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views, and now they can barely get to 10,000 views half the time. No one really cares about that crap anymore. I don't do that. And I should say that. I never do that. People tell me all the time, oh, Phil, someone claimed this, someone struck that down. It's never me. It's literally never me. I've never done it. I don't do that. People can do whatever they want with my content. I'm not going to stop them because I don't have a lawyer to sue people. I'm not going to bother with that shit. So anyone who ever gets affected by that,
You wish it worked
swear
right.
to
Exactly.
God's honest Bible truth, it ain't me. I don't know who's going around all the systems.
You know who it is.
Impersonating me and shit and getting away with it. It's never me. Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. Welcome to the Outsiders channel. I hope you guys are ready for some outsider fun today.
Exactly,
Having fun
Dreamlike.
of the buffoon named Darkside Phil. I tell you how terrible he is as a content creator and a gamer and a person. I'm just gonna sit here and do a big expose on him right now. Hello everyone and welcome. It is time for a brand new playthrough. One of the bigger ones of 2023. Here we are, April 28th. And it is time for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the follow-up to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order from about 3-4 years ago. That was an outstanding game, kind of in the vein of Dark Souls, but with a lot of Star Wars elements. And so we are here to play the sequel, this time around on the Xbox Series X on release day. See what happens. I've heard there's a lot of performance issues. We're about to find out. The Cosmic Cube is in this? I can't even hear. It's too low. The volume's like real low.
We seek a dangerous fugitive.
How's the volume for you guys?
No common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order.
No!
Look at this, a lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
I was alone for a long time. I was scared at the life has this funny way of
I mean, he
forcing
destroys
us
his own channel.
Execute Order 66.
Damn
Kirby
you,
Souls.
Sidious, son of a bitch.
Every Jedi faces the dark side.
We could build something different. Something better.
She'll sell you out too.
You can't stop the Empire!
I'm stronger now because of the pain.
We're falling.
Such
Yeah, Vader was in it very quickly, right? Wasn't he in it like real fast?
Yes. Vader is only meant to just be there for a little bit
I
and
forget
then
what I was
gone.
using at the end of the game.
So where to now?
I can't remember how it ended. I know that he fought that second sister and he beat her. I remember that, but I don't remember exactly how it ended. Was Darth Vader the end of the game?
Wow, Phil. Fucking wow.
Middle of the road and then harder and harder. I'm gonna go middle. Jedi Knight. I'm a knight. I'm not a master, but I'm also not a Padawan. I think I'm a Jedi Knight. We're gonna go in the middle. Steely Sam's at the ending was running from Vader. That was the actual end of the game. Okay. Alright, I'm a Jedi Knight. If you say I'm not a Jedi yet, I'll time you out in the chat. Okay. Awful at games you are! A living you'll do this for? Where are we? Where are we? This is the Empire,
Okay.
right? That's the Empire symbol. So we're on an Empire world right
I
now.
mean, the Imperial symbol. Phil, that would be the Imperial
This
symbol.
is the old trick. They pretend like you're a prisoner, but you're not. Oh, you're all grown up now. You've got a beard. Look how he hit puberty between the games, man. Dear diary, today my balls dropped for the first time. I'm a real man. How much,
Jesus.
how many years later is this from the last game? Because the last game happened, how many, like a good amount after Order 66, but it still hadn't been the original Star Wars trilogy. Hadn't happened.
5 years
right?
after.
Oh, he's a looker.
2
Look at this
years.
guy. These are some fashion models here. 25 years. So this would be right before the happenings of the Star Wars trilogy. And of course, right now there's people are in the stream chat lying.
The street chat lying.
You guys are still behind me. Look. Oh, really? These guys are behind me, making sure I go the right way.
Hello.
Hello.
I was wondering, it's fine for me to join me. It's just only you two.
What the hell's with
No,
these
no,
teeth?
you're fine.
They're like shark teeth. They're sharp. Yeesh.
This alien's got Phil feeling
Right?
something.
New
Damn
alien
it,
race.
man. How you doing, Revy?
Fine.
That's good. Cal was a late teen in Fallen Order.
Slow
Yeah.
start. Quan Chi, you know, he did kind of look like Quan Chi because he had like the dark rings around his eyes. So he did kind of look like Quan Chi. Good call.
Fuck
Now look at my skeletons, bitch!
Isn't this the droid
Yeah, so I heard,
from Rogue?
Supposedly Phil went
Rogue
diamond,
Squadron? Or whatever
instantly
it was?
lost it.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron?
It wouldn't
He
surprise
was
me.
the droid from that, right? Look at that seamless
25
transition
in
to
this
30
game.
frame per second cutscene. Rogue One, that's what it was, Rogue One. Oh, there it is, Shark Face.
Is the district secure? Yes, Senator.
There's A to jump. Okay. Oh, shitty ass! Oh, no! Come on! I didn't want to do that. Come on.
I mean, how far did you think
What kind
you
of
were
an
going to
idiotic
jump?
Jedi would do that? Come on. Jump and grab you moron.
You're the one controlling him, Phil.
You played the whole first game, you don't know how to grab?
Jesus.
Stupid buffoon.
Yeah, well, it's just what, it got released today.
What?
Oh, we're on Coruscant.
The,
I didn't realize
was
where
it-
we were. We're on Coruscant.
But
Okay.
that's how you don't play with Star Wars?
Yeah, this is Fall Jedi Survivor. I think it was out a couple last week.
Oh.
Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. These guys, yeah, he thinks he has super jump, but he doesn't.
You're warning about your left. You do not left like ack. I agree. I don't understand. That looked amazing. That was absolutely awesome. He was like, nah, fuck that.
Oh, yeah. Phil's saying he's playing a new character Friday. I'm thinking it's going to be Ken.
Yep, see?
Probably. Or Jamie.
I was on Coruscant.
No, it said it's someone he hasn't played. I'm saying it's Ken because he didn't play him in the
Was
beta.
he on Coruscant in the first game? I can't remember if he was there or not.
Phil, you don't
Whoa,
remember
that
anything.
frame rate. Wow, yeah, this frame rate's something else.
I thought this heist might be over real quick.
Now, see, here we go. He's already complaining about
stuff,
frame
it's
rate.
alright.
It's like, dude, the frame rate was fine, especially on
Jane says I see old
consoles.
ones too. You saw the old ones? I love the original trilogy. You know, I watched it in the 80s, then I watched it again when they were re-released in the movies in the 90s. In theaters. I saw them with my dad. I thought they were awesome.
I'm not liking this.
I'm not liking this, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm chopping you.
Okay.
It's like, oh my
There
god,
you have
more
it.
cringe, more fucking cringe. Star Wars, nothing
Hey,
but
Mal, how you doing,
Star
man?
Wars.
He will never touch Luke. Yeah, he won't.
Some kind
No,
of
it's not going to
puppet
be
you
Luke. I think it's going to be Ken or
Arms, I think that guy
I'm
voiced
going to
Charles
throw
in Red Dead Redemption
Cammy.
2. I thought you were going to say
I don't think he'll play
Charles and Charles
Cammy. It
in
might be
Charge.
Ken.
Scott Baio.
I don't even think I don't even think he might ever touch
Our
Cammy.
days and our nights. And Charles in charge.
Yeah, this
of
Coruscant
our
Underworld.
wrongs and our rights, and I'll see. I want Charles in charge of me. No. How do I open this? You can't open this door? I guess not, huh? Yeah. No, can't do this.
Not yet, anyway.
Lore updated. Oh, you guys know me. I'm all about the lore. I'll spend hours just reading the lore constantly, scanning every single piece. I'm
No
a
shit,
massive
Phil.
collector. I've taken 20-hour playthroughs, turning into 76-hour
Engine is
playthroughs
working.
just
Holy
on
hell, Phil.
There we go.
I bet this senator has more credits.
Oh shit. What was that?
Yeah, I don't blame you, Mal.
You so long. While you've been chasing shadows, I have been stopped.
Oops.
You have been caught harboring a traitor.
Hey, Rowdy Boomer, how you doing?
Justice.
Yeah, he has an ouchie now.
Jade, yes, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? You liking the game? Hold up bumper to illuminate the room with your lightsaber. Okay.
Yeah, that was in Fallen Order.
Dark meat room.
Oh,
Nothing
and,
worse than dark
The man,
meat.
the myth, the legend. Jinx has fucking returned.
It's too delicious.
Oh,
I
OIC came
prefer
back as Jinx.
dry
Okay.
white meat.
Yeah, he tipped 100 today,
What's in
supposedly.
this? Anything here?
None of
You're a
that's
Jedi
surprising.
Knight before you betrayed our order.
Time. Oh, that's what's up, Rowdy Boomer.
Yeah.
Your name was Masana Tide.
Jade.
Kill the reason? It ain't gonna work.
It's time to set you free.
Damn, killed her. Chopped her head off. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm doing alright,
I'm
Rowdy
enjoying it
Boomer.
so
I can't
far. Yes,
complain.
I am. I don't know why. The chat is pretty disengaged. Pretty much no one's talking to me.
Phil,
People
the
tell me
chat
so
can
much
talk
about
about
new releases.
anything.
I play them. Oh, you know. Now that no one's paying attention and everyone's disengaged. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't.
As I said
I think
before,
it's all
Phil,
right so
chat
far.
can
It's not
talk about
amazing, but it's
anything
not
they
bad.
want.
It's decent. All right.
Like, chat doesn't have to just
Well,
talk
everyone's
about the
quiet in
game.
chat. Everyone clammed up again today. I don't know why. Whenever I play this game, everyone's like silent.
Settle up.
Yeah. Sure, I can trust you.
Yourself
Yeah,
yourself.
chat, talk to me. I'm lone.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna get rid of this
lonely.
idiot. Derailing chat,
Got another
obviously.
cut,
It's
huh,
like, come
BD?
on, man.
What do you think? Mara. It's good. Could use some more salt.
Nah.
Too much salt is bad for you. It's wonderful, Grace.
Do they really like it? They want salt. I'll give them salt. I'll give them more than they can handle.
Sekiro.
That should do it.
All right. Stances. You can edit your stance. No, this is how you equip your stances. And your lightsaber. So,
Yeah,
different
Phil.
components. This is the basic. Jaro Topple. Right? We have Jaro Topple and we have Patience. That's the one we found. The Patience. Shall we just make it all Patience? Oh, you can't.
More than 1 week ago, damn.
Pretty cool. Rest up. All right, now it's time for our break. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the playthrough
Ow.
again, I'd appreciate it if you could put some likes on the video, leave some comments, let me know what you think. I'll be back with more.
You know, my problem when he says that is he doesn't seem to understand that his fan base is already watching the playthrough. So why would they go back and watch the video of what they just watched? This makes no sense to me.
Tommy thinks he has an on-demand fucking audience, I think. That's the
Yeah.
answer.
For a second, hopefully it'll clear itself
Yeah.
up. Where am I supposed to go? Can I climb here? No, I cannot. See that? Now it cleared up? I told you it would. Do we drop down? But how do I safely drop down? Is the question.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get welled out there in the event, definitely.
There's a save point down
Yeah,
there. That's definitely
Jinx
where
is
we're
showing
going.
his fucking head.
Yeah, it's OIC just showing up one another name.
Is there a grapple point, maybe?
Oh yeah.
And I'm back.
Jinx
Welcome
Ryan.
back.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's
Why are you not here? Why are you not here? You should be in my game.
Hey, Dark Wolf, how you doing?
What the hell am I missing?
Hello,
Oh, shit!
everyone.
Oh, yo, he landed on a
It's
floating
Ronry.
droid ass first.
I'm so lonely.
Look, there was a droid down there. He's like ass first bouncing.
Just saying.
So now that
Anyway.
Icy's here,
That was unintentional.
Get in my. Do you want me to join your
How do I get
Diablo?
across?
Or are you even in Diablo?
I'm not in Diablo.
There's
Remember, I had
no-
to restart the whole computer.
Okay, fine.
Wait, what?
Rowdy said
I'm gonna
hello,
go-
Icy.
What?
Howdy, Rowdy.
Oh my
Hi,
god.
Rowdy, how are
wow,
you?
look at that. I didn't see that.
As Ice
I
rolls
totally
his
didn't see
eyes.
that at all.
Actually, no, I'm laughing because Phil could
Was
not
that
figure out
it?
this simple wall
Oh,
run, and I
so
figured that out
blind. I'm an
immediately.
idiot. It's right in front of my face. I'm so
It's Phil.
Yeah.
It's
stupid. I didn't
it's
see
Phil.
it. So
You know,
I didn't know.
it's-
Wow.
I mean, I wish I could give you a better explanation,
Okay.
but it's not.
So
Yeah.
let's see here.
There's none. It's
Torgal and
it's
Wolflink would
just
be
Phil.
best friends.
Hold on,
Yes, they
what's
would
with the
be.
shrub? It's glitching. Look at the text. You're absolutely right. Look at the shrub. It's going crazy. You know what it is?
Let me
The
go
branches
here
didn't
and
render.
go.
You see that, right? The
Okay.
shrub's branches are not rendered at all.
Who cares? Move
black,
on. Just like, okay, it
Meaning there's a
didn't
missing
render.
texture.
Phil, move on.
Look.
Phil doesn't know how to move on.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Lady
Look at that
in
glitch.
red.
Stare
don't
at
sing.
that glitch
Aww.
while I do a pull for a hat. A textureless rendered branch. Very nice.
So now that you're back,
Okay.
Oh, you make it sound like such a
So,
torturous thing.
Which hat is Jedi best? The cowboy?
Well, Icy, now that you are
The
back,
yeah, now that you're
Pikachu hat?
we're gonna
back.
torture you with Phil.
Beret? Or
How do you, what do you feel about
the
knowing
new
the
red
information
fedora.
we were talking about earlier about
there you go.
Phil moving Pandally across the
$50
country
said, I'm becoming everything I
into
hate
his
to
house
Sack.
as soon as she
The
turned
BD
18 on her
visor.
birthday?
That is textbook
You
grooming.
open
I'm
the
just saying.
BD Noculars.
That is.
Toronto shell.
It is torture, Miles. It is. But no, it's like I explained several times before. That is textbook.
They want us to reach the
um,
Toronto shell.
It's not narcissist. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's
Nothing else. That's what they wanted us to do, I guess, huh?
that
It
is
vibrates when I hold it, by the way.
textbook. No, that is
Say,
narcissism.
there's something here.
Because you're cutting off
Medication
everybody
comes
she
from
knows,
the
and I
beginning
mean
down there.
that leads.
Look.
And I hate to say it like this, but in most cases, not all cases, but in most
How do I get out?
cases, when
Look.
you find a woman
Look
in
up.
an abusive relationship,
By hovering on
or a
BD,
man,
opens
it could happen to a
the
guy
follow
too.
map. Oh, they want me to do
When
that.
you find the other party is in an abusive relationship, what's
that?
one of the hallmarks? They're isolated from
let's
all
just
of
go
their
with the red
family and
fedora,
friends
guys.
because
The red
they
fedora,
were told or
Uh,
made to believe that the person
is
that they
winning
are
by a
with are the
giant
only
margin,
person
so I
that
don't
they
think
need.
anything's gonna beat it.
Period.
Let's
End
hit
of
the
story.
red
You
fedora.
don't need your
That's the
friends.
stream,
Why
so
you
the
need
backpack
friends? You
hat.
have me.
And,
You don't need to talk to your family. Why do you need your
Blonde
family? You
hair
have me.
Kobo.
And
The Sith
if that
fedora.
is what was being told to her, then I mean, she's 18, young and impressionable. I would imagine that she would, fall for that because here's this older man
The evil Sith fedora. age.
finding interest in her of an inappropriate,
Whoa.
in my
Short
opinion,
beard.
inappropriate
Oh,
because of age
yeah, I
difference. But
want it.
I can't really say much because my grandparents were 13 years apart, but that was in a completely different
Shaven or the
time era
shaven? He's not
where,
shaven.
that's
Let's
fine,
give him a short
and
beard. Oh, yeah.
whatnot. But anyway, and my grandmother was not under
No
the age of
jacket,
18.
what's
She
the
was
rider
21.
jacket? Let's give him no jacket.
When she met my grandfather, she was 21.
Mhm.
But that's a different
What
time
about
and
no
era.
shirt? What about
Um,
no pants?
But if you
No
listen
pants.
to most
Listen,
narcissists
come
and
out
you
of the
listen
closet,
to
so-
most people
For those who don't
that
know,
are in
$50
a
can ask the 8-ball question.
either
This is
emotionally,
something we
mentally, or
started last
physically
year,
abusive
and I really
relationship,
stopped
what's one of the
mentioning
things
it this
that's
year, and
the
everyone's forgotten
biggest
about it
the
except
biggest thing?
Radical
The person
says-
that is the weaker of the two, and I'm not
He
I don't
says,
want to
yes.
say that in a negative light
Jaws. Definitely.
because it's not.
You just
It's
called it-
the
called
more
this
naive,
Radical
the more
Jaws
impressionable,
asks
the
a
more
silly question,
trusting person
'cause he's the
is
only one who
usually
remembers it.
isolated from their family and friends,
So
and
Radical Jaws,
know,
thank you. There actually is an
the other
8-ball animation.
the person
Here it
that's
is. We never
actually
use
in the
it,
relationship
'cause no one
doesn't see it till it
remembers.
is brought to their
Here's your
attention
8-ball
in
animation.
one way, shape, or
Thank you guys
form.
for the tips. That does get us up to $111 in tips. Thank you.
Thank you. Interesting you say that because
Humans for the money.
it's interesting you say that because
He fell.
I don't know how true it is, but
Slayer's here.
apparently
Give her a nice
she
stream during
dropped
chat.
out of high
Not really
school
following the game. I didn't play the first
to move in with him.
Oh, honestly, right now the plot isn't really following the first one.
You know, and
In the intro, all you were trying to do is get intel. You got some intel.
in that
but sadly,
situation,
your
it could
teammates
be,
died. Now you're
you know,
crashing down on a planet and your
I
ship
hate to
doesn't
say it,
work.
rebelling
So you're
against the
trying to get across
parents.
the planet to some guy you know to fix your shit.
You
So
know,
literally,
oh,
it
I'm
has
gonna,
nothing
you know,
to
I'm
do
gonna
with the
leave
first
home
game.
and I'm gonna go with him
Are
and
you
blah blah
a
blah.
fucking
And,
retard?
you know, rebelling against the parents, and it backfires.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many people I've went to school with that was like that. They were, you know, in a relationship, and you know, I hate my parents. They suck. Blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. And the next thing you know, I'm dating a 30-some-odd-year-old person.
So this is cool.
You know, you're like, is that cool?
You know,
Well,
got a long
I don't
after the end
care.
of the
My
first
mom
game,
doesn't
but I
own.
guess
You
what
know,
happened to
you
them?
don't
They're not
own
with
me,
them anymore,
mom.
right?
You know.
What happened to the crew?
This
Yeah.
is, of course, early to mid '90s too. So when I'm
Maybe
what
something
I'm
depressing,
talking about, I
they'll
don't know
die
when
or
that whole
something, right?
shit with Phil happened, but
Gyro's feeling. Need that.
but yeah.
Any ports nearby that won't turn us in for a
They
roll?
didn't move out till she was 20. Well, no,
Nope.
she remember Trunks. She was 18 when she was with him in the Connecticut condo.
Pull up the Coco system.
Why not change his appearance?
I mean, but
right?
still, you still have, even at 20, I
You
would
feel like
even
you should
argue
just
at
end,
20,
die,
you're
die,
still
you know, do something to
very
something
much,
different, wear an
you
eye patch or
know,
something. Why not hide
feeling
his identity?
yourself
You could actually
out, so to
stands out with
speak,
his
trying to
appearance,
figure
right?
out life. You don't know exactly what you want, unless you're me, and I, you know,
So,
clearly
you can watch
knew
it, pretty
exactly
much,
what
you're
I
not
wanted,
gonna be lost,
apparently.
I don't think.
Um,
Have here.
You know,
She,
I
and she did,
mean,
okay, so she did drop
I
out of
love
high
you
school.
won. The
Okay.
Drake is funny to me.
exactly.
it's
The
kind of
brain
a
isn't
cute-
fully
a cute
matured
answer,
until 25, and the whole
Right?
I don't know what
And
you're talking
the-
about. My brain still ain't fully matured.
Look at this. This works in real life. You ever tried
That's
it?
why I make
You
up
ever
the
have two
difference.
walls
It's
that go
okay.
back and forth?
Exactly.
It's so
But you know, you sit there and you listen to, you know, you listen to the guys that are in the psychological fields and the
Seven later, did
psychiatrists
they
and
not
all of
say
these
they
people
were
that are
going
way
into
more
this
skilled
area?
and, you know,
I
understand
swear she
this
said
way
there's no
more than
enemies
I
in
do.
this area, and now there's enemies.
She, I will not be.
No, wait.
If you
no.
told
Oh,
me
this is
back
bad.
then
I didn't mean to do this. Oh,
that
boy. We gotta fight
she
this
was
guy
rebelling
now.
against her parents,
A horrible mistake. Oh!
if she was
No, there's more. There's more
impressionable,
guys, too.
very impressionable,
Oh, this is a horrible, horrible
and
disaster.
he,
Let's slow
I don't
down
know
time.
where
Okay?
he could have
Slow
did this
down
at, because I don't
fucking
find him
time.
charming
Roll. I
at
tried
all.
to roll, and I'm
But
going to get
he
murderized.
found what she liked and used it
Like a
against
gorilla.
her in such a way it made him
Oh,
look
boy.
charming
I
and
did get
elegant and, you know, enticing. Ew.
I really didn't mean to do that. I was trying to
You
get
know,
above
but
you.
he basically
And, I didn't make
seduced
the
her
jump, and that was the end of that.
mentally, and you know, she's very naive. Exactly, Tenchi, very naive.
Wait,
And he
Oh, no, where
very
am I?
much used that against her
I'm way the hell back.
and painted himself in such a way to make sure that
I'm
she
way the hell back
liked the
here.
facade he presented.
You
It
know what's
wasn't
funny? I
really
swear there
him,
was a save point
obviously.
right next
I
to me,
mean,
too.
I
didn't
just,
do it 'cause I'm stupid.
you know, I just don't think that
Whoa.
if she
I'm pretty
has
sure you
any
can't jump
intelligence
across. I'm
between
pretty sure
her,
you die from
between
that
her
fall,
ears,
though. That looks like
you
a pretty
know,
steep fall.
had she looked at it,
I'm thinking you gotta go down. and
if
there's
she
a
looks
way
at it
up,
now,
and there's a dangling
you know,
rope down there. I
matured
think
and
it-
everything else,
see that?
you know, she looks at
I
it,
think that's
looks
like
at it
some
now,
right
would
there.
she have done the same thing?
I guess we gotta go back and fight.
Knowing
the guy
what
to
she
get all
knows
my
now.
stuff back, huh?
Hopefully not. You know, but
I don't even know if he
there's
had it.
always going to be that
Did I
part
have
of
it
her
good
that's
time?
going
I
to
don't
be
think so.
like,
Oh, what
you
the hell?
know,
I'm no wimp. I'm gonna
well,
fight
if he was
anyway.
different, if he would have did this, if he would have did that, you know. He doesn't. He is not attractive. Now, this is just me as a woman. I mean, there are some women
What
that
the-
may find him
I died.
a stud, which they need their eyes tested.
I died from the fall. That's
but-
really embarrassing.
My opinion of
Oh.
Phil. This is purely my opinion. I do not, you know, my opinions are
Hey,
solely
you
mine.
took
They
up
do
my
not reflect the,
experience. Boy,
those
the
of this
frame rate's
channel.
terrible right now, though.
But they do.
Sad that the
do not
graphics
find
just
Phil
aren't that good
attractive.
right now.
I do
hope
not
they-
find
oh, God, look
Phil
at that. seriously
even
hope they
mentally
patch the game.
stimulating.
The game really needs a patch to help the graphics.
I do not find him. Yes, he does. He does give
Hey,
me
Roman.
that predatory thing, especially from what I hear about
Oh,
what
Jesus.
he does and says in regards to Cat. And you know, I mean, there's one thing, you know, and y'all making me have to use like college level psychology here. But and I took a couple of classes, and I'm not certified. I'm not a certified psychologist. I do not, you know, although I probably should have been. But
Oh, I did the wrong move.
on average,
I know,
in
some proximity
in
mines,
social
I don't do
psychology,
it.
you learn this. On
Oh, there's a
average,
save point
like
right there.
attracts
Oh, man,
like,
I gotta get down there.
as far as people are concerned, unless you have someone like Phil, who obviously has a low, in my opinion, has a low
Why is it coming
self-esteem.
up here? I don't see
He
the
doesn't
items there.
he doesn't have a high self-esteem. He's a
I don't know
narcissist
why.
with a low self-esteem,
Oh,
which is
here.
kind of weird.
There's, like, an
but
issue anywhere. I thought maybe
He
it's
thinks
just-
highly of
it's
himself, but he
from,
thinks low enough
Oh,
about
that's not what I
himself,
wanted
which is
to do.
crazy.
Oh boy. Oh,
But
yeah.
he preys on those weaker than him.
Oh, wait a
And
minute.
like Tenchi said, you can tell he
you
does.
climb this? Yes, you
And
can.
he-
Oh, look at this. You climb the mesh. Ow. Getting shot.
He's definitely someone that I would have on a radar. That would be, you know, somebody
come
not
out.
so
Wait a
nice
minute,
to
there's a
be
lot.
with because
Why
of
there's
the
so many?
fact that
What's going on right now?
he does
I can't even heal. There's
come
too many
across.
enemies. I can't heal. I can't heal.
It almost makes sense. That's the fun part about social psychology. It doesn't
Every time
always
I try
make
to heal
sense,
a
but it
laser
makes
hit.
sense.
Hell of a conversation to pop in on.
I suck.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible
Right,
gamer.
Ramen?
I'm horrible.
But this is what we were talking about. He's like, this is stream worthy. Let's stream. I'm like, you weren't supposed to stream today.
I wasn't.
You
I
know?
really wasn't. I
We're
originally-
supposed to be
What the hell
dragging
just
my
happened?
ass through the capstone
Why did he jump off?
dungeon on Diablo so I can get to tier 3
Why?
with
Yeah,
my
why
little
did he
level
jump
44
off? Cal,
rogue.
Come on, Cal.
And I was supposed to help level his barb, but here we are.
It's a good conversation. I think we could
But-
forego it for a good conversation.
You know, I mean,
Move. I just kept getting hit by the laser.
you know, it's definitely one of those situations where I'm not gonna fault the
Oh my
parents,
God, I
at least her
can't
parents,
move. This is
in the
ridiculous.
sense of,
There's so many
you know,
enemies
oh,
up
they
here.
should have kept a better eye on her.
can't-
They
you
should.
can't move out
No,
of it. You're
she's.
constantly getting hit from every
he's a-
direction. Even if you're blocking or
he
dodging,
should've-
you still get hit anyway. And the problem
You know,
is the
oh, I
frame
gotta-
rate sucks. It's supposed to be
ooh,
60
I'm sorry.
frames on performance mode.
I got
and it's,
distracted
like,
by
going below
shininess.
30. So with a frame rate below 30, you can't time anything.
Phil, video
So
games
it's
were
really
like
bad.
frame rate of 15 back in the day. I don't want to like quit making the damn frame rate the issue for your bad gameplay. Very
Phil.
insecure. He's really a narcissist. Oh yeah, that's what she
Yeah.
said
Look
earlier.
how choppy it is now. Now I can't really
Yeah, he's very insecure about himself. I don't, you know, my opinion is just, and this is just me speaking as me, and Ice can tell you I have no filter sometimes when it comes to things. Sometimes I try to sound, but we're on YouTube, so fuck it, I don't care. He gives me small dick energy. He does. He gives me small dick energy. And he's just the type of guy that has to be out there to prove himself and, you know, puff his chest for what, I don't know.
block my combo.
But he's definitely not someone. I know we need a podcast.
Oh, I got the item I saw from up another
Okay.
direction here.
Trunks, I'm gonna
hell are you doing
agree to
here? You're
disagree
doing
with you about the divorce thing. My parents are divorced. My parents divorced when I was very young, like to the point my dad wasn't in. I don't remember my dad ever living in the house. However,
Who's saying that?
I did have my dad. Unfortunately,
saying
has since passed.
I don't know who's saying
But I
that.
do have
Can't find it.
I did have a very good relationship with my father. I had a shitty relationship with my
Whoa, whoa,
stepmother.
whoa. Look, there's a chest, but
But I
look
had
at
a very
this.
good relationship with my father.
Oh, oh,
But
oh,
I also had a
perfect.
strong family
Exactly as I
dynamic
intended.
on
Exactly
on
right.
both sides.
Exactly
So
right.
I was
Physics in this
never. It wasn't a situation
God,
of,
stupid physics.
you know, my
Oh,
mom
the
going,
bullet.
"Oh, what was
we gotta
me?"
give him the hipster
My mom
man
actually,
bun. Yes.
you know, didn't
Yes.
get. She
Where
took
is
care
it?
of me until.
Yes. Now you're a Jedi.
Like, and I say take
When
care
you're
of
the
me, like
hipster,
she was in
Paul
the
Bunyan
house
beard
until
and the man
until I
bun, he
graduated
looks like
high
he's
school.
straight out of
That's
Seattle
when she
now.
finally, you know, was like, okay,
God
I
damn
feel
it, he's a
comfortable
sword
enough
dude, perfect.
to
This is what I've been waiting
get a
for.
more full-time
ultimate
job instead of
outfit.
just you know, babysitting and doing other little odds and ends to make ends meet, and that's what she did because she wanted to be a full-time
Now he
parent.
just needs a caramel macchiato
And that I
stand
commend her for because that's
and a stupid
80.
cat
That's
food
like
somewhere,
all in
and
the
that'll be
80s and this
perfect.
stuff. And where I
But
lived
now
at, we
Miss
had a
Tipper,
big old
once
oil
again, compared to
crisis.
the first
Not
one,
crisis, we
why
had
are
a
there prequel
crash,
droid
which
trilogy-
made
why are there
things
prequel
ridiculously
droid-
stupid down here.
prequel trilogy droids here. I can't
But
say it in the right order.
I
They all
didn't-
shut down. What's the story? There is no story.
I
haven't
think what
explained
may have happened
They're just-
in
they just
that
been here on
case,
this planet.
as far as her parents being divorced, which I think does attribute to a lot of what people
I don't know.
do
Maybe they
is
sold them off for
they
scrap
start
and now
fighting
they're
in
just
front of the
being used
kids.
as,
I've
like,
never seen my
random gardening
parents fight
somewhere
as
on
far
the
as divorce
cheap.
is
I really
concerned.
have no idea.
Like I said, I was too young. I've never seen them fight.
There you
So
go.
My mother
I
and stepfather
A vape and a
fought.
White Claw, yeah.
You know,
Definitely he has to
Oh
vape.
boy, to the
but
point she
a
was
lot of
chucking fucking
times,
weights
a
at her,
lot of
like
times,
Jewel
so
cartridges.
when
Back
the
pocket,
parents
really
fight,
deep.
especially in a divorce type
Let's see here.
situation,
So this, I think,
when
is
the
an optional
parents
area
fight,
to
the
climb.
kids
I'm pretty sure there's
internalize
nothing
all
else
that.
here. It was just
It's
meant to be
my
a save
fault.
point and a bunch of
It's my
optional
fault the
stuff.
parents, my mom and dad are not together. It's
Okay.
my fault. So they
Let's see what's
internalize
over
that,
here.
and it makes
This
their
is a big
self-esteem
open
go
area to
lower,
explore.
which
Oh, wait a minute.
is something that Phil would prey on.
That's an aggressive creature.
No, he won't.
Oh,
Phil will never
God,
get
the
better.
big damage.
Phil will never get better. Pat is in this for the long haul, sadly. You know.
Okay.
Not bad, huh?
I mean,
There you
she
are.
seems like the type of
Wolfish, I completely
person
agree. It's
that
cool how one of my
just,
fans, Super Blind Man, went on to be a
you know,
consultant for blind
they're
gaming.
glorified
I
roommates
very
from
happy.
everything everybody says and what
Well, it's
Ice lets me
even
listen
what
to.
he said. Like,
could make, like,
all right,
every major
as
game
I said, you're here now.
I'd be nothing but happier.
And
Man,
Mhm.
that'd be so sweet.
say the internet's down, and you're like, hey baby, let's go somewhere. Since the internet's down, there's nothing to do at home. You know that we want to do. Like,
You
okay,
idiot.
sure, fine, whatever. Well, we go out, and the internet is cut back on, and say a neighbor tells us, hey, you know, just texts us
Okay.
like, hey guys,
What do you guys
just
think of the
letting you know
game? Are you
internet's
enjoying
back
it? No
on,
one's
blah,
really
blah,
talking
blah.
to me, so
And I say, all right, Icy, hurry up because I
hopefully
want
you
to get
guys will
home and
like
start
it. I
streaming.
don't know. I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
you're
because
gonna
it's
you're gonna be
game.
walking
I think
home
it's
because
alright.
I'm gonna
not
fucking
involved with it,
look
but
at
it's
you and be
alright.
like, yeah, no,
Just
not
me
happening.
catching on to it with the audience
Yeah.
today, just being honest, like.
Like, it just kills me. And he sits there
I
and
don't know,
says
it's
he
too
loves
similar
his
to the
wife,
first
and I'm like,
game,
that
Bullshit!
action-
If you
Personally,
loved
I'm
your
enjoying
wife,
it.
you would do more than just
the
a
action-
day.
The action
Now no
says
one's talking.
otherwise.
The stream chat just keeps
Oh,
telling me
action
don't
says a hell of a lot.
at a time.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, she was fine with it. You know, we came home right away so I could start streaming for
Color
at least
seems
a couple
bland,
of
the frame rate is
hours.
infuriating, the story is stale,
That's how
full-price
that
game is kind of unacceptable,
ramen.
gameplay is
That
cool.
is a very
Right now, there's, like,
plausible
literally no story. The story is your stream,
plausible
it's for the
theory,
brand.
and the reason I say that is because Ice, even though I hate this guy, I honestly think
Sarlacc? Not
because I have a
Sarlacc,
friend who's not
Rancor.
saying the same type of situation, but
Yep,
and I say friend
Rancor.
very very loosely. It's a guy that I know. Him and his wife are basically glorified roommates,
Jedi.
to say the least.
Yeah. He
But
just
they're from a
blurts it
very very
out. Panther
Huh?
Lee came from a druggy family.
druggy family.
That because it's Phil. He doesn't understand tact.
He's gonna say that. No, he's gonna say that. Why? Because it makes Panda look bad. It makes him look good. He saved her, quote unquote. It makes him look good. It makes him look like the savior. It paints him in a good light. Oh, he saved Panda from a drug family. He must be a really good guy. So no, that's
You didn't bother
That's
to dodge the
narcissistic.
Rancor.
That hurt. That was very, very painful.
Yeah, it's a Rancor. It should have the ability to
Mm-hmm.
kill you in like 1 or 2 hits.
But no, getting back to the situation, like the glorified roommate thing. These two people married. They've been married for 20 plus years, and they have 2 kids and all. But there's no, from what I was told, I don't know firsthand, but from what I was told, there are no interactions besides hey it's time to eat, have a good day at work, and things like that. Like very generic, above board, nothing, hot and sexy, nothing couple worthy, if that makes sense. She bitches all the time and he's working all the time, but
No, she's breaking shit all the time. According to
Yeah,
Phil,
he's-
she breaks everything.
but the guy that I know that's in that type of glorified roommate situation, you know, I think that also had to do with the small town mentality. You know, where I can't get anything better than what is here, so let me just look here. You know, and I've asked him about it, and he's never been committed to an answer. It's always, you know, well, you know, and you know, there were other things that he's told me that I'm not going to go into, but you know, in general, what would have possessed Phil? Well, no, I know it would have possessed Phil to do what he did with Panda Lee. The fact that he couldn't find anybody where he lived that would even tolerate his ass, so he had to find somebody outside of his realm, because people that were around him are the girls that he knew that was around him that he
Fucking
found possibly
Garbage
attractive,
game.
that were possibly a good person, didn't want anything to do with him, or saw something in him that they didn't like. So what better to do than find somebody who has absolutely no clue about who he is and paint this beautiful picture of who he is. And then sadly, when he gets them in a situation like Panda, where, yeah, let me move you across the country. Oh, I'm going to pay for you to move here, and it's going to be great. We're going to blah, blah, blah. And it makes him sound like he also has a lot of money. Oh, you're going to move me here? Oh, okay, great. Especially as somebody that's in their early 20s. That sounds like a big, huge feat. You know? So he's painting this beautiful facade of himself, and then when she finally moves in with him and sees him daily, she gets to see exactly who he is. And then it turns into, how can I get out of this situation? I don't know anyone. There's no way. I can't go to a friend's house. I don't have any friends here. I can't run to a family member. They're not here. You know, and it's very isolating. He isolates. And that is hallmark of someone who is either into, you know, those type of abusive relationships, you know, either mentally, physically, or emotionally. You know, that's the hallmark of it all. Exactly. Exactly, Tenchi. Once the money ran out, she got to see the real Phil.
Yeah.
I thought...
Are you doing A2 fame?
Wait, did she see when the money ran out, she see the real Phil, or did she see the real Phil for the addict that he is? Because even when the money was gone, he was still living like an addict.
There's not much to comment on. He's incredibly overpowered.
That's possible.
So did she see the true him because there was no money, or did she finally see the true him for the addict that he is?
Could be
That's
both.
highly possible.
What else to say?
Because if it was the case of the money thing, then she would have left a long time ago, realizing that his ass turned into a banker. But she stuck around. But it's like she sat there and saw the champions being played. She saw the Tanqueray getting fucking devoured.
Gotta jump over that, Phil.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she saw the crust of the motherfucker.
Fling your
Like, I'm
merkin,
pretty sure
honey.
she walked in on his ass
Fling
jerking
it.
off.
And
I'm
I
pretty
will,
sure she
I
walked
will
in on him jerking
floof
off.
it for you, Thyri. I will.
Yeah, because that
floof
was
your
during the time they were
fucking
broken up.
merkin.
Yeah, but I'm saying before they broke up, I'm pretty sure, being the asexual fucking creature that he is, was probably jerking off in his office and Panda caught him a couple times.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's probably sitting there thinking to herself, I'm sitting there throwing this young ass at you and you're not catching it? But you
My
go
merkin-
into your little snort
yes.
for it and rub one out?
Yeah. I'm gonna pause this for a second. So yeah, I see.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw another scenario at you.
Okay.
And this happened. We actually have video proof of this, so it's not just
Oh, is it when he was jerking on the sofa?
no, not that one.
Okay.
We have video proof of that too.
I was gonna say we have video proof of that too, and
Yeah, we saw.
I hate
that.
to say it.
There's also
you
the
know.
second one. There's always a contention that he did it twice because there's always that audio clip of that sounded real Seuss. So I'm gonna go
I
with
heard
two.
that. I heard
I'm
somebody
gonna go
else say
with- I heard
that.
the clip. I seen the clip, and it's hard not to distinguish that it sounded like a man grunting off of just Kuhlman.
Ooh.
Okay, like I said, most dudes know what the sound is. They know what that visceral feeling of busting your own load, especially when you're freestyling, you know how we get down. So when I heard that shit, I'm like, ooh, that sounds like a motherfucker releasing.
Damn.
Sound like a motherfucker releasing.
He doesn't strike me as a
Because
very vocal
like I said, I'm
cougar.
not gonna sit here and pretend. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not a man and I ain't done that shit. So like, don't talk about something that we all know how to do around here.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
the situation with
Phil,
Phil,
you know, Thyri, me and you know that type of vocal stuff.
yeah,
Phil
The
see,
funny
doesn't-
part is he tried to play
Phil-
it off. He tried to play
Phil
it off
doesn't
like,
sound,
it's
Phil
Donkey
doesn't
Kong
cut.
in the back. Yeah, fuck out
Phil
Donkey
Phil
Kong ain't
doesn't
making
come
that
across
noise.
as a very vocal, but he does look like he would be somebody that is a grunter at a low, like.
He is.
you
He is.
know,
I
like
can almost
he-
promise
yeah.
you that he is.
He would.
Yeah.
He's not the vocal, the vocal performers that we have. Phil is very much a quiet boy. He's not the vocal
Like,
performers
Phil is the
we've
type of
heard.
person that invented the O face, okay? Phil's one of those guys that if you'd
Yes,
have
he
seen it
is.
in real life,
That
you would
face was
coin,
hilarious.
oh, look at his O face.
Yeah.
Because he's that kind of guy.
But,
Very animated with his shit.
Yes,
So I
he
guarantee
is.
you dollars to donuts. The way he cocked that head back.
Oh, yeah.
He's an animated motherfucker, okay? That
but
motherfucker.
I'm sorry though. He beat his dick like it owed him money.
Listen, I
It
made a video
probably
about
did.
it. There's one part of it
Yeah,
where
you
you
know he
can
did.
see him, and I closed up on it. You can see the eyes
Oh, yeah.
focusing on whatever it was he was watching, but
You
he was in the
know
zone.
it did.
He was in the fucking zone. Like I said, he was beginning to believe. And I was like, oh, shit. He's almost there. He's almost there. Then when he cocked that
Phil
head
is
back,
definitely not.
he cocked his head back like if someone shot his ass. That's how hard the head went back. You'd have thought he took a bullet right between
Thyri.
the eyes.
Sorry, in the words of a very, 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 very close friend of
What I'm
mine,
doing is
he's
thinking
Santa
what we're
Claus.
supposed to do, and
Wow.
There's no way you can't convince me he's not Santa Claus.
But the situation I wanted to throw at you is
Okay, hold on. Let me explain Santa Claus because I just got a what?
rolling the floor.
Thyri knows exactly
laughing.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, because trust me, that's not Santa Claus.
Yeah, I don't know what that is
Yeah.
either. You got me.
Santa Claus. Think about it. Think about it. What does he only do one time a year?
Wow.
Goddamn.
So if a girl ever calls you Santa Claus,
Wow.
Wait. Maybe I'm stupid.
no, sing the song in your head. Santa Claus is coming to town. He only comes to town once a year.
count. Now I'm dead.
But that's
He's
why
a
my mommy
one-time-
kissing
he's-
Santa Claus. I mean,
yeah.
Mexico last night.
Exactly, because he only
He's a-
came once.
A one pump.
Mommy, one
Mom
pump
can't
jump.
be trusted.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
he
one
emptied
pump
his sack
jump.
one
He's a
time
Santa
year.
Claus.
What's funny is my controller.
I was
He
thinking
is
you meant like Santa
Santa.
Claus throwing the head back with the ho ho
Oh
ho.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wow,
Even if he had
the fight
ho
just
ho
started.
hos,
He
he's
didn't
only
let me
getting
die.
one because he only can come
Well,
once a
no,
year.
I ain't saying DSP get ho ho ho. I'm just saying he's cocking
No.
his back like Santa.
I hadn't even.
Yeah, he definitely cocked his head back like Santa in that one clip, but only one time, because he can't do it more than that. Poor thing. I'm sorry for you. I'll play my
I
sympathy.
feel like the whole
Everyone
part
is
of like
lying to you. Literally
he
everybody.
jerked off.
Because I hadn't landed. The game
And
wouldn't
it's
let me
clear
dodge.
you didn't clean up afterwards, which is
Dude, he
really
went right back
nasty.
to playing
But-
Neo.
But you know what? You know what
Freaking
solidifies
man.
it for me? You know what solidifies that he did not wash his hands, or he ever washes his hands, is when he cleaned out that closet and pulled out the Wii remote and had it on biodome in it of mold.
Yes, it
That
did.
means your nasty fucking hands touched the fucking controller, leaving your DNA on it, and then eventually, because it lived in a
What if I can
petri
block those
dish
attacks?
that is your office, it actually grew life.
Oh, you can parry the fucking
So
attack.
technically, you
Oh
do
my
have
God, I could've
offspring.
parried
They
this
just live
whole
inside of a
time.
goddamn
You're
Wii remote.
I could have parried all that shit. Oh my god.
Nasty. That just shows you he didn't wash his hands because he went. That's why he was always complaining. My controllers are sticky. No shit. No shit. You don't wash your
I'm thinking
hands
they
after
wouldn't let
you
me parry that. Oh, no,
fucking
they
beat
wouldn't let me parry
off.
it if I wanted.
Dude, that's
Look at that
common
fucking-
sense.
I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna discuss every guy here just for one moment. I wonder if he's ever done that and forgot that he didn't wash his hands and then sucked his fingers.
No,
I think he stuck
I'm
him in his ear.
guaranteed I'm guaranteed he sucked. He bit the
All I did
fingers.
was
He
block
stuck it
and
in his
parry.
ear. He rubbed it in
God
his
damn it,
eye.
it would've been way
He rubbed
easier
it
if I
through
knew
his
that.
hair. He did all
I'm thinking
that
all
shit.
Dark Souls. and
Clean-
I've never been able to do that.
Cleaned out. cleaned out underneath his fingernails, tasting.
I
What
wouldn't
did I
be
eat that was
surprised
salty?
if parts of
Nearly as
that
hard as I made it out to
carpet
be,
in
because I
his
totally
room
thought
are
you
a
guys would
little,
just dodge everything.
little bit jagged. Because he done bust off in that shit and it probably just stomped it out with his feet like a nasty motherfucker.
Probably.
Dude, like,
Yeah,
he
that's how I
didn't
beat
even
it.
have like a fucking lotion,
The
nothing.
tip says, don't do
I mean,
it.
I'm not even worried about lubrication.
And then
I'm
I
not
do
even
it
worried
and it
about
works.
lubrication. The fact is, he
You don't
went
need to
straight
decide you
from
don't
beat
put it
off,
in this place.
bust
You
off,
watch it
until,
roll,
oh,
you
the
can
camera's
whatever
on,
you
and then went back to streaming like nothing.
Basically
That's
saying they want it. They don't know what to
nasty.
say.
You didn't
Oh,
you
yeah,
couldn't
that
even
is.
see the motion
Pretty
of
much
him
just
wiping or
equivalent to
nothing.
first,
It's
I would
straight
say.
to,
Maybe it's gonna be
how's
better
it
than
going,
long run, I'm
guys?
not
And
sure.
it was Amazon. It was like, dude,
And
you
the
did
graphics
not
definitely
like.
are a little bit
You
disappointing.
did not
but-
like. That whole where did the
outside of
logo,
that,
even when he
pretty
answered
much what I
that question,
expected.
it sounded like a fucking
So anyway, yeah,
lie.
guys, if you
Like I
want
said,
this
there's
to
only
play
3
through
places
what
the
you
logo
choose,
could have
please,
went.
whatever you
Your
can do.
fucking
Simple as
chest,
liking the
your
stream,
hand, or
or,
goddamn towel.
you know,
Oh, your chest, your hand,
anything
or the
else
floor
above and
function,
beyond,
or the
we
floor.
greatly appreciate you
Or
guys
the
think
floor,
this is one
yeah.
of the slowest
Or the
streams I've
floor.
actually done.
If you're not
We
the
have no
nasty of a
super chat,
motherfucker, you
no
bust right on the
membership,
floor.
$18 tip somewhere.
But,
Hell
um,
no.
As
That,
I was
Go ahead.
saying,
Anything would be
the
appreciated.
one I
Thank
want to point out to you,
I'm
Ice,
here to be a whore.
Yeah.
is how
Alright,
would you
I'm here
respond?
to beg you for money.
So we're out on vacation.
I received a $15
We got this
tip
room.
Uh-huh.
We got this room to ourselves, whatever, blah blah blah.
full on a which
from a
part.
guitar player. Thank you, guitar
And
player.
I'm filming, and you have your ass in the air,
No.
or you're sprawled out with
yeah.
your arms and legs wide open. And I just keep
You're
talking.
presenting. You presenting.
Yeah, present it, and then I say, "Oh, I don't know why Icy has her ass in the air, but whatever." And over here is the bar. Like, what would you say to me in that moment?
So you heard that? They're talking about
I would
their
ask you if
friends
you
and
gay.
they're not with any of them anymore, right?
Have a drink and then
Straight up.
dive in. Or get a drink and drink it while you're doing it.
I would definitely ask
Do
you.
you like dick?
Yeah, I would definitely just ask you. Are you just married to me for for the sake of being married? Or with me for the sake of being with me? I mean.
You're his beard, is what he's
Yes.
trying to tell you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If I'm sitting,
Man up,
if Ice and I are in a, yeah, exactly.
hey Heather.
Thank
Man the
you.
fuck up and hello
What up, brother?
everybody.
What
Yeah,
up?
Yeah,
it just
but
kills
no,
me because
if
she
Ice
did
and
that a lot.
I've already told him this. I said, what would you do? Because you can ask him.
Trying to bully me.
I said, what would you do if I walked out of the room and I was naked and I told you that I wanted to fuck and
Stream's
you were
over.
streaming? I said, and what would you
Yeah,
do? Because I would just straight up say it. And
the
he's
the
like,
stream's over.
into the stream. Stream's over.
Yeah.
I said, what would you do?
You know what though? I'd be fine with my husband going
Wow, I don't
AFK
even know what
and
happened.
doing it. I'm not above a
I've
quickie,
already-
while he's streaming.
I've already threatened Ice
That was
with
annoying.
doing things to him while he's on Discord playing like Call of Duty and shit.
No.
I
Yeah.
can't say I've never done that, but my husband wasn't streaming either. This was a long,
No, this
long
wouldn't
time
be
ago.
streaming. This would be just him like in a vocal chat,
Yeah.
whatever. Just to be like, hey, the mood has hit. Let's go.
Dude, I remember one time, right? I was hanging out with a friend of mine, right? My girlfriend called me and said, hey,
See what's going on.
I want to
Oh
fuck.
my
You,
God.
I told my friend, hey, bro, I gotta go.
And I don't know how you're gonna do it.
Go.
It seems like it would take like an hour to clear
Nah,
it.
Phil
I
can't
mean-
do that though. Phil can't do that.
No.
Y'all nasty.
Yeah, he gotta get paid.
But they put so many.
What?
effort
Hi,
Everybody
Mr.
knows.
Rowdy.
Like how
He
far
only
it's
has
taking me
one
an hour
love,
to go
and
in there and
that
figure
is
this out. I don't want to fight 400 enemies, right?
Hangaray.
That's annoying.
He's got his
That's his bottom bitch. That's his bottom.
Hogan's.
bitch.
He's got to have his
No,
Hogan's.
actually, with how addicted he is to it, I think he's Jin's bitch. Let's be honest.
I mean, but Jin starts with Tanka.
I just tried
Tanka's
to
the
die.
bottom
Yeah.
bitch of Jin. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, is it the worst of it?
Yeah.
Tanka Ray is just the gold standard of Jin. The green bottle, everybody knows Tanka.
Okay.
Okay, Tanka, she a dirty girl. Okay.
Well, hey,
Not even Tito's want to hang out with her.
Well, hey, sometimes a dirty girl does the job, I mean, look at Jenna, right? Look at Jenna.
Right,
Jenna.
Works for
Diary
Phil,
knows.
it works
Diary
for
knows.
Phil.
Diary knows. It's like I demand action now. And if we're out on vacation and you're straight, first off, what the fuck are you doing
Jeez,
filming
they
while
killed
we're on
each other.
vacation?
They did.
Yeah,
Exactly.
what the fuck, dude? That's
Please,
that is
why?
such a Phil thing
Killed
to
each other,
do.
so I kept
She
like,
needs
Why
the
the fuck?
content. She needs
and
the
then they kept hitting
content.
each other with each other's
You
bombs
don't
and
do
shit.
shit. Then you
The
ain't
only
getting
content-
shit.
The only content that should be made on a vacation with me and my significant other is content that needs to be posted on fucking Pornhub. And there I said it.
That sounds like something my
You're not wrong.
husband would say. I see. I love
Yeah,
you.
that is the only type of
I love
content
you
on a
for
vacation.
that.
On a vacation, that is the only content that needs to be made. Is content that I will post to fucking Pornhub or OnlyFans or some shit like that.
Yeah,
We're not
Phil.
doing YouTube stuff.
Not Phil.
I
He,
see.
he over there.
Shirt.
I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't know why
dude,
Panda has
dude,
her ass
put
in
that
there,
together,
guys.
your
We have the
shirt.
bar over here. We got a bathroom over here.
Yeah,
That's why.
stupid.
That's why I
Take that shit,
say it.
motherfucker.
If he's not straight up gay, he's bi with a with a heavy
it's just
male
the
lead.
Same exact shirt with a
No,
slightly
I
different
just think because he
that was
knows
totally
he's
worth
got
it.
whiskey dick,
Wow.
and it just doesn't
Here
work.
did all
That's
that
all it
shit
is.
for a
It just
shirt.
doesn't
The
work.
dick,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not a thing of he doesn't want to fuck.
Wow.
He just knows he can't fuck.
And
Well,
even
she
then,
said. I think she even said he was like really bad in bed.
Yeah, because
See,
it
look at you
can't
happy.
work. Because he's too
See,
busy drinking, and like I said, he's obsessed. I bet you his dick would work if he was fucking himself, because that's what he wants.
or Hogan.
That's what they.
Well, no, not even a Hogan thing. I think maybe.
No, we're talking
maybe he get it
realistically.
up. Maybe he might
Oh,
get it
yeah.
up for Rambo. Maybe he might get it up for.
Oh
Rambo.
yeah, he's definitely closet.
But
No,
he'll
I
definitely
think-
get it up
Now
for
we
him.
open.
Rambo was the one love that got away.
The frame
Yeah,
rate is so
Rambo's
bad.
a ship
Okay,
that.
so I want
long
to point out
sailed.
something for this. I want to point out something for this. So I'm gonna break the conversation
Go
for a
ahead.
second here. This part
Go ahead,
right
man.
here in the game, where you fight the frog,
Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
you can actually kill all these enemies and force pull these two strong enemies down. Let them chase you around until they're on that platform. Run to the center of the platform and double jump off so they fall down and fight the frog.
Dude,
Oh, you're
there's a
watching
million
the
enemies
you
here.
don't play of
Oh my
Just
God.
Jedi
Survivor?
Survivors, Yep.
There's 4
Ah,
zillion
cool.
enemies in front of me.
Yeah, because I did it, but I did it before as well. On my second playthrough, I did that and it worked for me.
I did it
Brock
on
just
my
killed the enemies.
first. I did it on my first because I wanted to see if it could even be done. I was like, I wonder if I could do it, and it wound up working. And I let them fight the frog, and then I killed the frog. So.
I was saying, I just want to fight the frog because I
I
was
prefer women that
BDSD on that.
cosplay as anime characters.
So,
I mean,
one
I
thing,
could probably cosplay Rangiku.
No,
but,
yo,
you
there's
know.
a perfect
This
chick
dude
for
was from
you.
the
She
first
dressed
game,
up
by
as
the way.
Diva.
I totally remember it.
I don't really
that
care for Diva.
creature.
No, you know who I'm talking about.
No, we can't
I know who
be
you're
friends
talking
about.
anymore.
You know who I'm talking about.
Ice. No,
Get outta
sorry.
here.
Go
Look,
shoot.
it's not my fault.
We're kicking you out of your own Discord,
It's not
man.
my fault. Diva is
droid.
so-so. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about Diva. You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
I'm trying to dodge, but the
No,
frame
you talking
rate's
about,
terrible, and it's
Bella
playing basically in
Delphine?
slow-mo. Because you see the frame rate
No,
really dipping
no,
back.
no,
So
no,
I
no,
can't
no.
Oh,
even
God,
dodge.
no.
It's unblockable. I
Oh,
can't
is
dodge.
it
It
Emery?
doesn't even work.
Thanks, Smith knows. Smith knows.
Who?
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
The locale lady.
Oh,
Oh, you're
Emery.
talking about
Emery's
you're talking
farm.
about the farm girl with the fucking
Emery's
basic ass.
farm.
that's what I
God.
said.
She dressed up as Diva. That's why I was just joking around.
She doesn't. Okay,
Even see
not
what's
to
going on. Look,
shame anybody,
what the fuck am
but
I supposed to do?
Go ahead.
She-
She
It
deserves
runs like
it.
shit.
she doesn't
Yeah,
make
Oh
a
my
good
God.
diva. I'm
I'll-
sorry.
Don't worry.
I've
Don't
seen
worry.
hotter
Performance,
diva
they really did.
cosplayers.
Look, I've
I think
seen
the other
Smooth
one
would
she
be
has
easy
done
to
was
play. You
Toga
can do
from
anything
Fighting
right
for
now.
I've
fucking My Hero. I think
seen-
I've seen
chopping
that.
up to the point where
I've
it's
seen
unplayable.
BBWs pull off a better Diva.
I mean, I'm not saying. I mean,
Heather, don't worry. I'll say it. That bitch, the fat bitch, cannot afford, cannot do a diva costume.
I think if she had a better costume, it would
Don't
look a
feel-
lot
I
better.
can't do
She'd
anything.
look a lot better.
I
But
literally
that was
can't do
No.
definitely
it.
like
It's so bad.
something
No.
she got from off of either off of Blizzard's
I can't do
shop
anything. It's
site.
unplayable.
She got it off of
Oh.
Wish.
Once I go down
You're saying she got
No.
her costume off of Wish?
Timu,
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I'm gonna say
like
Etsy.
that,
That's
yeah.
not even Wish. I think it's Etsy.
I'm
She's
not
the Wish
touching any of that
version.
convo.
Wow,
And please don't get me started on her because I really do not like her, and I'm, you know, I don't.
No,
I
she's trying
didn't.
to do
I've only
right
seen
right
one.
now.
I've seen one stream of hers, and once she started the whole, you know, you guys like the content, be sure to give a tip.
They are more.
I was like, yeah, I'm out.
She's the female Phil, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No,
It's
No,
okay,
she's
you know.
not the female Phil. She's not a female Phil. She's a disciple of
No,
Phil.
the
She's
female
a disciple.
Phil is,
She's a fucking fan. Don't let it get twisted. She's
What's
a
up,
fan.
Mom?
Her
Welcome back.
and her boyfriend.
What up?
They're fucking fans. They
Her
contribute-
boyfriend.
get fan. She made fan art. She's a fucking fan.
The one
Oh,
thing
that's
that
definite fan. Jump, Phil, jump, jump, jump.
Can't dodge.
The one thing that
really
really-
wanna be Phil. She's a
I pressed the fucking dodge.
the one thing that
No.
bugged me was when she admitted to like doing drugs while pregnant and
terrible.
stuff,
It's
and
really-
it's like,
it's terrible.
yeah,
It
you
doesn't
know.
react.
Oh, yeah,
Press it,
smoking
and he
weed.
just kind of stands.
Yeah, I mean,
and he'll do it at a
granted,
random
weed,
time, like, delayed, because the
you
fucking
know,
frame rate is
unlike the
making
big
game
list
crap-
of drugs,
crap
weed
out.
really is
Like,
not
what the fuck?
bad, but you
But it's
don't
not
do
encouraged.
it while you're
Gateway,
pregnant.
no.
You don't,
I mean,
you know, you
That's-
don't do
that's
it while
gonna
you're
get-
pregnant.
Review
And
is
I'm
not
just-
out of 10 right now. I would probably
I was just kind of appalled by that whole, and the fact that she admitted it so openly. It's like, oh yeah, I did dabs while I was pregnant. It's like, what the fuck? Who admits
Man.
they do drugs while they're carrying their child?
That's
The
true.
dodge
That
doesn't
did-
work.
That's
It
true.
literally does it. It
Uh,
won't dodge
Then
that
did
attack.
people. Like
You
I
try to
said,
do it,
So I
she
think the
did it.
last
when
thing
you
I
press
heard
it,
about her,
because
she's
the
trying to
fucking frame
dick
rate is
right in.
terrible.
That was it.
The
Yeah,
game
she wants to
starts
do a
to
collab
go
with
off.
Ann.
Oh, her dolls are those smart
What the
dolls or
fuck?
whatever they're called. They're creepy as fuck.
Oh yeah, her doll.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
she wants to do a collab with Ann right now.
Who?
Yeah,
Good luck
Emerus.
with that.
Let's do a collab.
I can't dodge it. It doesn't.
Oh.
You want to be my
work.
friend?
When he
Huh,
does
I
that
promise
attack,
I
he
only
does
bite if
dodge.
you
get
give me
hit every
consent.
time.
Huh?
Look at it.
Oh, I
It's
see.
one
I think I
so
see.
smooth.
Oh my god.
Remember, boys and girls, consent is important. Huh?
Like,
Are
I'm
you-
supposed
okay,
to-
okay.
Yeah, this
Why
is
do
the
we
3
sound
hour
like
frog.
Barney all of a sudden?
This-
Okay, I don't know.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
I'll be right back.
sound like the adult version
Why
of
does
Barney.
this always happen
They
when I'm in
100%
chat? It's
fucked
like
the
all
game
of a
up.
sudden we dissolve to some kind of demented Mickey Mouse
It
club.
was my fault. I came in with the haha and fucked it up. Sorry.
Yo,
There you
someday it will stop being funny, but today is not that day.
Oh my
It's just
god.
when you think
No,
of Vicky as
no,
a
she's over here.
film
She's
streamer.
Oh yeah. Hey, boys and girls, how about giving me the tip? And I don't mean just the tip. Oh,
You've been spamming this in my chat for 2 days now.
Goddamn.
It's time to stop.
Quack.
sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I
Second day in
deserve
a
the
row you're
quack.
saying stuff about something like several days ago.
No,
man.
yeah, that is the last thing I heard. She's like fucking
And
trying
you're
to
a fucking
dick
piece
right
of
in.
shit. How about you
Oh
go
my
fuck
God.
yourself, you
Oh
fucking
my
piece
god.
of shit.
Is this Amiri that you're discussing?
Fuck
Yes.
yourself.
Emery,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mentally
I only
ill,
know that some
challenged
stories. I don't know what she looks
Fuck
like.
you.
I don't know anything except that she's a DSP supporter. about it.
She's one of those girls. She's obviously, sadly, she's very
Hey, Viking.
self-conscious of her looks because she's one of those people who will like do videos and heavily filter them because she's kind of chubby in the face and has a double chin and you know, and then
She got a nut chin. She got a nut chin. You can say it.
What the fuck am I
she's
saying?
chubby. She's chubby.
No, Heather, I'll say it for you. The bitch is fat.
I never seen
See, I
more
can't
than
dodge
like
it
her
even
from
when I
like the
try.
top of her
That's
chest
actually
up,
no
so I
matter
don't
what I
know
do.
if she is a heavier person
I
or
seen the
not.
picture of her. That bitch is fat.
Okay,
You
she's
hit that fucking note on time. Go ahead, Tater.
What
I don't care.
I just.
I'm not.
We need a
I'm
soundboard. We need to add a
I
soundboard.
cannot. You notice it's hit me every time.
That's giving me a headache already.
Hey, like, I'm not.
You can sit on here, and I'll just.
Oh, we
one
need to
at a
get
time.
Wings
I'm not
saying you hear 12-year-old girls fucking on the reg. That'd be a good clip
No.
to have.
No,
I'm
no,
not-
I will never come
No,
on
he's
stream
already.
ever
Wayne's
again
has already
on
admitted to
chat.
hearing like 15-year-olds getting railed out with horses. So
It's completely.
Yikes.
No, can we not? Can we
What?
not? Bring, no.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard that. He talked about 12-year-old girls posting videos of having horse sex, and I don't mean a guy riding
I didn't
or
know
like
about that. I was just
secretariat.
talking about his
No,
comment
yeah.
about no,
Oh,
secretariat.
no, no,
Oh
no.
god.
I'm looking at myself because I'm a throw up.
You could have Seabiscuit.
Yeah,
Sea
crickets.
biscuit.
That definitely deserves crickets. I
Alright, so
agree.
It's unplayable. I'm not gonna. I guess I can't
Avoid
beat
that
it.
topic, haha.
You can't. I don't know how.
Yeah.
You're supposed
Oh,
to
you're doing.
Please
you're
don't
watching
beat
this
me!
now.
We're not doing voices anymore. I promise. It's over.
But
Yeah.
back on topic. Back on topic.
Oh god,
Back on topic. Back on topic.
Okay, before we get back on topic, the whole horse comment reminds me of a movie from way back in the 80s. So, Porky's.
I
Oh,
knew that
yes.
was what you were
I've
gonna
seen
say.
that.
Yes.
Porky's.
I've seen a Porky's.
horse
Did they
in
make like
that,
3 of them?
Yes, and if you know anything about Sex in the City, that's Kim Cattrall.
That's I think they did like 2
meaning to write it
major
down.
motion pictures,
Yeah.
and then they had a third direct-to-video kind of.
That show.
That
show's
gives
back now.
the horse comment a whole nother meaning.
Oh, it did. That show's back on the air now
Man,
too.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Oh, I know.
A very young me watched that way before I ever should have ever been allowed
Frame
to
Same
rate-
here.
watch
I
it.
watched those movies way before I should have.
Frame rate does not make you sick. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Sorry,
game.
Just real quick, hey guys,
Panning.
can we get a
Oh,
link
is he
in
trying
here?
to say like
A link
Or
for.
streaming her? Because I'd like to watch it too, but the double voice thing. Unless you're doing something, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
stream
man,
inside the VC. Ah.
I am
excuse
beating my
me.
meat. Yes.
Very much appreciated.
Oh, the camera's on, huh?
Camera's on the whole time.
I was
Didn't
got
even
it on the whole time.
know. Hello.
Damn.
You were just stretching your leg. That's
I
all.
was scratching my leg. I had an
Scratching
itch.
it. Yeah,
Totally,
hey.
totally.
I can't look at
Yeah,
that.
that's
whenever
not
I
a picture
scratch
of
my leg, I throw my head back and orgasmic.
No, but how
It's like a
That's,
Herbal
when you,
Essences
that's
commercial.
one of those scratches from the when you scratch the bottom of your foot and it's just
Oh,
like,
no,
oh,
can't,
you
oh,
know, you're like,
yeah, because
oh,
of,
you know.
oh, I can't do that because I actually can't tickle myself if I have to like scratch an itch on the bottom of my
No,
foot.
same here.
It
Same
is
here.
miserable.
I won't
hate
lie.
it.
I've had sometimes I've scratched my foot and it felt so good. I was just like my other leg was kicking. I was like, oh,
yeah.
God, this feels so
Yeah.
good.
It goes, oh, it's like
Right.
scratching the back of my. I scratch the back of my head like that. It just feels so good to put my nails back where I have the haircut.
Oh yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about. Just
Yeah.
like give your you scratch an itch and give yourself a scalp massage.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is nice. It,
Oh, you
Yeah,
think
that
no,
is-
no? You think I'm nasty? You should hear Icy when she gets going.
Wait, what?
Oh, need a fucking no.
Whoa.
Thank you.
No, not
Get
not
going.
like that. Talking about what she'll say, the shit she says.
oh, I thought you meant like in the minute. I was like,
No.
oh shit. Oh,
Wait,
okay.
when am I talking really dirty and stuff? What? When?
Ruined my night. I feel
Like when you're just being yourself
The
and
way
really
he
just saying
makes
random
it.
shit.
Oh God, yeah. No.
I
I
feel like they ruined my night. I spent
okay.
$70. Well, it was
Yeah,
the
I'm not
EA
the nicest
discount
of
because
people
I'm part of
sometimes.
Game Pass
I'm not. I
Ultimate.
don't
62
think
and
there's
change.
ever
right.
anybody
$70
who's
on a game
truly
that
I'm not the
like.
nicest of people. I do
I'm an
say some
asshole.
really heinous shit sometimes.
Right? Like I can't
I'm
even
an
What's
asshole.
all
That's just part of
Carl,
life.
big
That's
ups, big ups,
the
big
life
ups, everyone in
experience.
chat.
avoid its
It's
attack.
the
It's
journey.
impossible to avoid.
Like,
If Diary's still
Hello,
around,
what's
she
with Carl?
knows. I will just say whatever comes to my mind and don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings.
is Thyri
I'm
a
an
chick
asshole.
or a
I don't-
dude? How do you know
I don't
that?
give a
Like, there's
fuck.
a tactic I can use.
You don't know that.
What tactic could
Huh?
I use?
I'm making fun of Icy.
Oh.
Wait, what?
And it went over her
Uh-oh.
head. Just what I expect. Just what I expect from a woman.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh no! Oh, I see divorce
looks
and
like this
ISIS
stream's about to get
signature.
deleted.
Oh no!
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck was that?
Jump, Phil.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
jumped
There you go.
completely
I
over
see,
it. It still hit me when I was in mid fucking
Phil may not be
air.
going through
Are
a
you
divorce
fucking
arc,
kidding me?
but holy shit,
Yo,
I
look,
think
I
I know
didn't do
who
anything.
is
Look at
going
this.
after that. Jeez.
what did you say? I
It's a piece of
seriously.
dog shit.
Oh, I said the
They
shit that
ruined
comes
their
out of your
whole
mouth
game.
at times, like when you're in the mood.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. It can get interesting.
People have to be half highbrow, half lowbrow humor. That's how I trust them.
I have
Yeah.
a morbid sense of humor.
Wait,
Gallows
wait.
humor is great.
What is a highbrow sense of humor? Like, I'm honestly confused.
I have a very morbid. I was laughing. Okay, me and Ice had a small disagreement
Dude, he did
in
not.
regards to the whole thing with those people on the submarine that imploded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
a
that dude
discussion
that
about
like
that.
everyone did.
Yeah, except I found humor in it.
Do you think the families and the victims were crushed when they got the news?
No!
I
oh
think-
my god! What is fucking
because they're idiot billionaires who did stupid shit. They deserve
Actually,
to be
no,
made
no,
fun of.
no, no,
Because
no, 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 no,
they
no,
were
no, no,
told,
no.
they were told
They-
I don't
and
even know
warned
what's going on.
several
There's so
times.
much going on right now.
I'm sorry. Whenever you're warned several times by your own people and then by actual experts in the field telling you don't do this shit, when you're told all this and you still clearly ignore it,
Oh, I didn't
you deserve
realize
to become a
that.
fucking
You
meme.
got a Dar- you got a
deserve
Darwin-
to become a fucking meme
Yeah,
on the
but see,
internet. I'm
here's the
sorry.
problem. Here's the problem,
Darwin
though.
award.
When the company you're using says, "Oh no, our submersible is rated for that depth," you're trusting them.
You
And
saw
then-
that letter I sent you.
And then after it was all said and done and they perished, news started coming out that the company was doing shady shit and they were lying to people. And that it wasn't rated
Yeah.
for that far. They didn't have all the bolts in it. It was supposed to be 18 bolts. They only had 17. And the
wasn't
president
rated
said
M for
sometimes you
mature.
got to cut corners
Exactly.
to get things to work. So no, I'm not going to blame the billionaires on that one. When the company they
Yeah.
went to said, "No, we are rated for that depth." That you
Although,
are trusting them
in a very
to go
ironic
that depth.
move, thank you people of the internet. In a very ironic move, the song "My Heart Will Go On" from Titanic has made it back into the top 20 of the countdown. It made it to number 12.
Really?
You know what? When
Yes.
you mess with a
Oh,
waterbender,
no.
the waterbender
It
wins.
made it to the top 20 in streaming. I think it peaked at 12
Oh
on
my
Spotify.
God, what is wrong with
It's a-
people?
so
They
the
should
thing-
be
Oh
able to
my
rate
God.
The
They
thing
should
with
be able
that
to rate
ramen
that
ramen,
sub.
the
The
thing
sub
with
should've-
that is they
I-
say
they
that
should've-
fiberglass is actually a very good substitute. Like, fiberglass is really good. The only downside with it is you have to make sure there's no bubbles. And
Yeah, it
they
wasn't-
had rusty pipes on this submersible.
Exactly. The internet is undefeated.
It wasn't voted E for equilibrium either. That's why there was a pressure problem.
Exactly.
Oh.
Like I said, the waterbender always wins.
You're not wrong.
These
know,
jokes
I-
are why I love you guys.
I mean, I still don't like making fun of
Radical
it,
Joe's tipped me $10
It's strategy.
but
for
it doesn't.
sure.
It doesn't mean I don't have the jokes in my head.
Forward to your reactions, we
Yeah.
don't watch
But you know,
Like,
it's
still
it's
there.
part of how you deal with horrible shit. It's how you kind of break it and you cut into death a little bit, you know? Just kind
The
of
one
laugh
thing
back
that-
at it.
Exactly.
The one thing that got to me was on Twitter, some people going, I don't want to hear it if you feel bad for those stupid rich
Like, I'm not
people
gonna lie,
who
guys, I'm
got
pretty
themselves
Oh, that's
perished.
just wealth
And it's
hating
like,
right there.
Yeah,
Excuse
no,
me.
you feel bad for the families because they're
Right.
Seriously.
I get it. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity. Yeah, to go down that far. But when even the guy that made Titanic is telling you don't do
Don't
it,
do it. Yeah.
Admittedly, like
you know,
Well, I mean, well, then if
Unless
that's
you
the
have-
case, hold on.
James
If that's the
Cameron
case,
definitely knew about
if that's the
Yeah.
case,
about that.
if that's the case, then I have every right to laugh at Keith Ledger because the original Joker, Jack Nicholson, told him don't play that role, and he played it anyway, and he fucking died
That
for
is
it.
a different
No, it's not. No, it's
situation.
not, because he was told not to play that role, and he turned around and made himself go insane for
there
6
was
months,
more
locked in a room.
play.
No,
There
no,
was
no,
more
no.
in
By
play.
what
Yes.
you're saying, it still stands.
It wasn't just
It still
one person
stands.
saying it.
It
There-
still
no, it
stands.
doesn't,
Somebody
because
told him
there's
don't
more
do
in
it
play.
because they said that role was too dark
God.
for a human to play. It's still the same, whether it's one person or 50 people. It's
There's
still.
more in play though. There's
But
outside
did it not kill
influences
him?
to that.
Did
Yes.
it not kill
No.
him?
He was drug.
It wasn't
He
that
was a
killed
drug
him.
addict.
He was a
on
drug
top of-
addict.
Yes,
On top
from
of all
the
of that.
role.
So you have an outside influence that isn't
From
only
the
more
role.
than just
No,
his-
he was.
Yes.
He had
going on.
addiction issues before that.
No, they said in the documentary that he locked himself in a motel room to drive himself insane for 6 months to play that role, and the doctors put him on drugs to balance it out. So yes, that role killed him.
He got hooked on Ambien.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the role
He
did
also
kill
had-
him.
he's also known to have an addictive personality because he
It
did. have
don't
a
matter.
drug
He
issue
still
before
locked. He
that.
still locked himself to go insane and had to take drugs to balance it out. So the role still killed him. So I guess I can make fun of that too, which I did.
There's people that do.
Which I
Yeah,
mean,
you should feel free to make fun of anything that you want in that regard. That's not.
but I mean,
up to
hey,
the
you know
side.
what? You know what? Even being serious, I already know. Brokeback Mountain killed him.
Intro's boring.
I know, but I'm just saying, by using that logic, I mean, there's people that do make memes about it. There are
Right,
those
I mean,
people
make
online,
memes of
no
the guy
matter
that
what.
that says crikey all the
5
time.
hours I played today, I think I've enjoyed like 90 minutes.
Steve
I mean-
Irwin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Irwin. Yeah.
I mean, he did get into a sticky situation, so you know.
God damn
I
it!
love that one.
Kind of more a
Let me go
pokey
upon the
situation.
stingray and let me disrupt this
I
stingray's
think
way
that's
of
more a
life.
pokey situation than.
Yeah,
Did
it
he
was
just
a little
ban
bit more.
somebody?
He
Try to
probably
take a
did.
stab at it.
Yeah, people do
Yeah,
make fun of Robin
I was
Williams.
trying, I really
I
was.
mean, in the, I feel bad for the family,
Fuck up and get the fuck out of my chat.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
people.
it's-
The
in this
internet,
situ- even in this situation.
internet always wins.
Amen.
You know, even in this situation, it's like I feel bad more for the family than them because
Yeah.
there's it wasn't just you were being told, there was scientific proof of what it takes to go down that deep.
Yes,
And
and
they
it
said
did
they
come
did
out.
suffer, so there is that at least.
They did
Yeah.
say, however, not this is not the Titan company that made the submersible, but there are only six private submersibles in the world that can go to that depth. 6.
And they showed, actually, I didn't know,
moment I
I
pressed
thought
the
James
button, I got
Cameron
hit.
did
There
not
was
go that
nothing I
far,
could
that
do
they
about it
used
whatsoever.
just, unmanned. No, he actually took a submersible down there and
Gosh, does it
they
work?
showed what his looked like versus what theirs did.
He
Which
probably
was
got one of
basically
those.
Oh yeah, it was very
An instant unblockable.
James
you can't dodge.
Cameron knows how to rearrange other people's organs. But anyway,
Get wrecked, pig.
you know, but
That was
they showed
great. I like
That
that
was
shirt
good.
too.
they showed what his
Oh, sorry.
the inside of his
We'll have a good
submersible
night.
versus what
So I guess
the
I'm just never gonna
Titan
was.
one did.
Mhm.
Yeah, and theirs is basically empty with two LED screens and a Logitech controller. His was very sophisticated, and it was rated for going down that deep.
Yeah.
I think that was like the big name of the fucking Logitech controller. That was
All right,
involved
so
in
yeah,
it.
another thing
It
with that
literally
too.
looked like two of my 27-inch monitors and a Logitech controller.
Yeah, see, here's the thing with that. The military uses that for everything. Drones, subs, planes. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, they use the controller. The military uses that for shit that kills people, okay?
Oh,
And they
yeah,
use it
but
for
those-
subs. They use them for
those-
subs, too. Their subs have them, too. So the controller does not matter. They use a modified Xbox X controller for their
saw that.
submarines.
Ice is right.
I
So
saw
the
that.
controller doesn't matter. I'm tired of the argument that, oh, it was
But
a
the
controller.
only other
cares?
thing they had in their possession, quote unquote, was two LED screens. That's it.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you don't have a window. 'Cause
You know,
the
but
window damn sure ain't gonna survive that.
if
depth.
you would have seen, but if you would have looked at the other ones that are out there that are rated to go that deep, they have way more in them. It's not just an empty tube with, two screens and a controller.
Like I said
Yeah.
though, the company lied to them and told them it can go that depth. And then the
yeah.
one guy that did come out and say it could not, and it had a lot of flaws, they sued him to keep him quiet. So as far as I'm concerned, the company's the ones at fault. They told these people it could do it.
Definitely, no, they're definitely.
So I'm
to
not.
blame.
So after finding out that information, I don't blame the billionaires for going that deep. You're told it will. You're told it will. It's been on successful deployments before at that depth. So yeah, you're gonna tend to believe the company.
It's a comedy of sad errors and everything else.
I mean, plus, like I said, when the president tells you, oh, you sometimes you gotta cut corners. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah,
What
it's
the
like
fuck is
driving
wrong
a
with you game
Tesla.
developers?
Tesla,
They fucked
one
up
of those
bad.
driverless cars. You don't get
Yeah.
into it.
Snide remarks is like how smart.
Yeah.
you are.
It's
That's
just-
correct.
But either way, I mean, they're now immortalized. They're now part of the Titanic.
They won a Darwin Award.
Exactly.
Shut up, Ice.
Don't shut up, Ice.
Don't stop icing about
I'll be
tomorrow.
right back, guys.
I was just wondering if one of them said, "I'll never let you go," just as they got imploded on.
You think they were standing there like Rose and Jack?
Yeah, he got wrecked.
Yes, he did.
You know what? And they told the band to keep playing, so they hit play on Alexa.
Damn it.
That's how Celine Dion's song got to number 12. They played it the entire time.
Give up.
Really, don't use
No
clothes, man,
more
because I'm man's comment.
To the ocean floor, we are
You'd be surprised now,
dead.
Liquid Carl. A lot of the man stuff, like subs, are using controllers.
I think the frame rate's actually worse.
The frame rate's not worse, Phil. It's you.
Oh, I rode the
But I still agree, you shouldn't use a controller for something that people are in.
What the heck? That was funny.
Well, then again, I mean, you know,
have a mechanical failback of some kind.
Well, I mean, there's sometimes, you know, controllers are okay depending on what they're for.
Yeah, it's true.
Look, we're not talking
And
about
the
sex
type
toys.
of okay.
Remote control toys.
You know, Bob is
I
not
was
in this
thinking-
situation.
We don't know if they didn't have a Bob down there. They could have had a Bob down there.
I mean, they could.
They might have gotten back up to the
Yeah,
surface because they didn't want to recharge it.
Well, they are usually pretty good for a couple of charges.
I don't know how to do it.
Favorite meme is
A friend of a friend has
kill
told you
charges.
this.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I
Either
read
way-
articles. I've read articles.
I'm familiar with those in my own world, oddly enough. So.
Yeah. I've read articles. Yes, that's it. I've educated myself on said things.
Important to be a good, healthy consumer.
Exactly. I
Jump
need to.
Phil, there you go.
I need to know. You know about said things.
You want the biggest bang
To
for
give
your
an
buck.
honest review.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want my wallet to implode on a bad charge.
Have everything fall back on you, you know?
Exactly. To where there's nothing left.
You know the real problem with those people? They kept it all inside.
I get you, Liquid Carl. That makes sense.
Someone please explain. You're saying use force
Ice that crew,
I
they
read
held
over
it all
Icy's
inside,
shoulder.
man. They should have talked more.
Exactly.
They should
They
have
should have
opened up
talked more.
more.
I mean, they also tell you, you know, it's not good to keep it inside, especially bodily functions, because it can kill you.
Exactly.
I don't believe that, Tyree.
They could feel their blood boil as it left their body. It's a whole new concept.
It was just like
You are good, girl. Bullshit.
like it's like Phil here when he was upset and Jasper was trying to console him, and he just throws Jasper.
I know
off
better.
his, well, he doesn't
Tyree.
throw off his shoulder, but he puts him off him and
Brushes
says,
him off.
"Leave me alone." Yeah.
No.
Oh, I know who Tyree is.
I can't move. Look at that.
I
You just
know-
now figured that out.
No.
I think the one sad thing about like
The game is fucking terrible.
the 19-year-old
What the
kid
fuck?
tried to break a record for the
Jesus
was
Christ.
it to solve a Rubik's cube down the deepest part of the ocean, I think.
Now I landed on it and waited.
You mean as deep as he can go?
Yeah.
After being like
I'm
the end, like
about
the-
to say,
Not
because
too far.
remember, we already lost 5 people that went deep. Yeah,
I
didn't
mean,
go
the
ball.
dildo
Trying
was
to
too
turn
big.
that into a sex joke, and I'm failing right now.
I mean, you know, I do like it when they go deep, but hey, you know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
how
want
they
them to lose it too
Until they
fast.
bottom out, then I'm over
Exactly.
it.
Actually,
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
say
Bottom
that.
out and then, you know, explode like that, you know.
You say that. Actually,
hustle wasn't-
back in
it wasn't a size queen.
back in 2002, there was a guy who was being charged with murder because he fucked his girlfriend and it ended up killing her.
What the fuck?
He was too big.
I mean,
Exactly. What the fuck?
He was too big and too long, and so he was trying. They tried to charge him with murder,
Don't stay in front
and
of
they wound up dropping the charges because the state couldn't prove that.
assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, they couldn't prove that he killed her with malice. That it was in the moment of passion, and well, she didn't realize it until days later. She was internally bleeding, and whoop, whoop, dead.
It's an unfortunate thing that can happen. You know?
Yeah,
It can.
Yeah.
sure you are.
You are very, yeah,
I
okay.
can't fucking see. I'm dead. What happened?
It kind of ate you with
got
its
it?
tongue.
What happened? It glitched.
I'm the innocent Girl Scout, come on.
Bullshit.
Glitched.
Wait, did
with
it
an
just
H.
kick everything off? Did it kick the screen
Couldn't
off?
even
No, it
see
didn't.
it, dude. This is fucking trash. I seriously
where is
wanna
saying with the
fucking
H
punch
come
the game dev in the
from?
nuts who fucking made this.
Say
And
it with an
released
H,
it.
Revy.
Are you a fucking asshole?
Say it with an H,
The
Revy,
game
and we'll
runs
tell you.
like shit. The
No.
game controls like shit.
Doing
How the
it.
fuck am I supposed to beat this?
Oh, so
You
Derek
fucking
used to
idiot.
harass porn stars when they're doing their live streams. He's like, say my name. Now say it this time with an H or I'm going to get mad. And this is what...
I thought he still does that.
Fucking
He
He
still
does.
does.
Oh, supposedly, I think that
They got
supposedly
bad,
one got
they got bad code.
exposed fucking Derek.
Yeah,
do anything.
it did. It did happen. It did in fact happen. I
He
saw
did
it
it to
earlier.
himself.
Yep.
Why did
His
Jake cut
last
off
name.
my screen?
His last name is the IP thing on Twitter.
Never. Never, never,
Yeah.
never. I've never done anything.
Here's the thing, though. There's no proof. They can't prove definitively one way or another if he still lives there or not, because nobody by that last name currently lives at that
How the
address.
fuck am I supposed to
They
dodge
might
that?
have moved,
It's
and
impossible. Look, I
It
can't
was
move.
bad enough, Heather,
You get
that
locked in a
Darish
place,
has
you
been
can't
silent on Twitter.
Look at that. I can't- What are they expecting me to do?
silence is not an admission of guilt, though.
Not saying it's an admission, but he knows he fucked up.
Yeah.
Honestly, when
And you know
Absolutely.
how they got his address? Off a Trick or Treat app. Like, I guess you can like put your address in and
What
say,
the
"Hey, I'm a
fuck?
safe,
Fuck
I'm
is
a
a trick
That's
or
safe
kind
place,
of creepy.
a
No, he
safe
did it.
place
No.
to trick or
He
treat."
took a picture with his cross street in the background by mistake. I think he
Yeah.
was doing a selfie.
Oh, I heard that. I read that it was an
That
app
sounds
to like.
way. That sounds way too suspicious. That
I
app.
just know
Yeah,
that
I know.
cam girl did like
We all
some
know
video
he has a
exposing him about his
I'm serious,
playlist
I'm
on
serious.
YouTube.
I played
What's the
5
app
hours
called?
Yeah, he
Windows
did.
Van?
You know
I
it's
don't-
just gonna get worse. This is the early
I
part
don't
of the
know.
game. You know the game's just gonna get
I
worse.
mean,
It's
either
just what I
way,
read.
Either way, it's like you should be always be careful with that. That's why you know
Yep.
you don't post stuff like that on Twitter or anything. You know, if it's your Facebook, all right, that's fine. It's Facebook. I'm not saying it's safe, but it's Facebook. Most people post their shit on
Facebook is
Facebook.
usually family and friends. It's safe
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't do that on Twitter unless you know you
Dodging.
just don't
What do
really
you
give
think
a
I'm doing?
fuck.
I'm pressing B.
I mean,
That's why.
I
That's
post
why-
pictures, but I'm always careful, you know, to make sure nobody's like
It doesn't make any sense.
address numbers or number address or whatever shows up, you
It
know.
doesn't work. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm done with this game. I'm just gonna fucking delete it.
But
It's
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
But it's
it's
Darish.
apparently
Seriously, one of the worst.
he's took a picture and posted, I guess, on Twitter, and
They fucked their
his
game
street
up
address was on it.
Completely.
I haven't looked into it,
I can't
so
believe it runs this
don't
bad. I
don't
can't
look at
believe
me
it
to give you
plays
that
this bad.
information because I don't
can't
care
believe they
enough.
didn't test it before they
Yeah,
charged
and
it.
he
Yeah.
did it to himself. He
And
dodged
we can
himself.
speculate,
fucking
but let's
game.
keep the speculations down, guys, because we don't know the full.
I leave that to better people like Proper. Agent Proper is the better person with that. I'm sure Kiwi Farms is having a fucking field day with it.
They are. I checked earlier.
Yeah, he's still banned on the Cherry Pimps.
He's not gonna get back on Cherry Pimps.
Oh, they banned him from the website?
Yeah, he's banned from
Uh-huh.
the website.
Because
Damn.
they finally had enough of his bullshit.
Yeah, so Icy.
Yes. What?
This is
That
what
sounds
Oh, wow,
suspicious.
Steve, sorry.
this is what this guy was saying on there. He was sitting there telling girls, "Say you love my
ice
cum
cream.
on your face."
Mango ice cream.
Yeah, your pussy tastes
Yeah.
like mango ice cream.
Delicious Trader Joe's tacos.
Some streamer
Yeah.
was going over all the shit he said.
Oh, a couple of
Yeah.
streamers are.
Wow.
And then like
Parish Watch.
he would sit there and tell girls.
Oh, he has a second account on Cherry Pimps?
And then he
No.
sat there and legit.
No, he's IP banned.
Yeah, they IP banned his ass.
Oh shit.
Like, and he was sitting there telling girls like, "Say my name with an H, say my name that you love my dick going in you." Like, and this is what he's telling these cam girls. You know, while they're
camming.
Yeah, it's like I get it. You know, when you're doing that, yeah, you expect the craziness
Can't
that
do
comes
anything.
with it.
Instant
I
kill.
understand that.
Can't do anything.
But it's like-
locked in the fucking corner.
It was to the
Doesn't
point
work.
Like,
the
Instant
girls were
kill.
telling him to
Frame
leave
rate
them
dipping.
alone.
Responses delayed.
No,
Game
I-
is
He
I
made
mean-
one girl
fucking
cry
dog shit.
recently.
The game is fucking crap, dude.
Wow.
Also,
The game
I.
is literally fucking
You was
crap.
saying that as the bitch were getting fucked.
Yeah.
With who does that?
Well, I mean, on Cam says
I mean-
that, people are gonna say that. That's
Jump,
part,
no
that's part of the
jumping.
Yeah,
course.
that's part. Yeah, I
Wow.
mean,
Not
Not
having
even a
sex
paying
online.
member.
My
Yeah, he's not a
husband and
paying
my husband and I fucked around with that for a little bit, and it's like there's certain things you do expect, like some level of harassment or some level of
Completely unplayable.
interaction or missed something that somebody says, but it's not timed real well because you're in the middle of bumping.
Last chance for the game.
Yeah,
After this,
but you know,
Having
it's just
sex.
having sex, yes, and you know, but he went way too far with it.
And not only that, I mean, you know, yes, you are putting yourself out there. Yes, okay, fine, but there should be some sort of, and I've seen it on other sites where you have these people that, you know, are on there and they're doing their thing, be it solo or not, and they have these people in there that are just, you know, like that, telling them all sorts of crazy shit. And it's like, do you realize that not only are everybody in the room seeing what you're saying, but everybody, you know, these people have to live with all of that. And to go, like you said, to go back and read all that can be kind of detrimental, you know, depending on how you are and how comfortable you are with your sexuality. You know, I mean, you know, I mean, there's straight guys beating their dick on Chatterbait, and you know, you have these other guys who coming in, you know, talking about railing them out. You know, if you're not a very secure person and they're telling you this, then it could be kind of mentally harmful.
Yeah, it's not always the compliment guys think women take it as. It's like, okay, you're masturbating. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of already know they're doing that. They're watching you get it
They're
on.
watching, like real-time porn. Of course we know it, but just because we know it doesn't mean we want to know it right then in that moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. I was saying, like, you know, it's kind of you kind of already know that's happening. I don't need the worded cue that you're doing that.
Right. Well, like I said, you go into that kind of thing, kind of expecting that. Not me.
Sorry, I'm playing Cyberpunk.
Oh, no. Oh,
You
that's
can hear
Cyberpunk.
it.
I thought you were watching something. Yeah.
But
yeah, you know, you see it all, and
shut the fuck up.
They
over
got
here trying to speak.
They got all these, you know, guys in there, and they got the girls in there saying the same shit, you know. But if you're not, committed, so to speak, in that, and you're okay with, you know, a guy, you know,
Why would I want to
I
continue
mean,
to play
let's
this
just
dog shit?
let's use. Well, do we really want to use Phil? We're going to use Phil as an example. We'll say Phil is a normal, mentally stable person.
Earlier today,
Oh, God.
Then I'll go with that.
Please just stretch your imaginations to the possible finish you possibly can.
And I was having a good time with that. I was like, oh, the first
And
hour
that
and a half,
he's, you know, doing things.
the frame rate was
And then,
good.
of course,
and it was
Triggered
playable,
comes up here.
the
I'm sorry I
exploration was
triggered you,
fun.
Phil.
And then tonight, the entire 2-hour stream I just did tonight, the frame
But
rate
let's just
was
say
bad
he
the
is like
entire
this, and
time
some
it
guy
was
comes in
unplayable.
there and said,
So,
you know,
I
he's
don't wanna play it anymore.
secured his
If they patch
sexuality
it
and,
and fix
you
it,
know,
then I'll
whatnot, and
play
he's
it
a
again.
straight guy and he's on
But I'm
camera,
not
you
gonna
know,
waste
jacking
any more
off.
time on this. It's a piece of shit.
And
They fucked the game up so
some
bad,
gay guy or bisexual
until
man
they
comes
fix
in there
it.
and says, you
So
know,
you guys
damn
let me
dude,
know when they patch it.
you know, you're
Great.
hot, and
I'm not wasting my time
you know,
on it
you,
anymore.
how big's your dick? You know, I want to I want you to
I'm not
rail
wasting
me
any more
out
time
or
on this piece
something
of
like
shit.
that.
It sucks. It runs
And
like crap. It's completely
Normal,
unacceptable
stable
that they would
person,
sell a
yeah,
game
could be
like
like, oh,
this.
okay, well, at least he
Multiple
appreciated.
formats, too. It's not
But
just
if
one
it's
format,
somebody
it's not
that
just
has
Xbox.
a
PC
fractured
player has even
mentality,
worse than me. PC players
that'll
think it's
make them second
completely
guess what they're doing, because then it'll be like,
I'm
what,
just
am
not
I gay
wasting
for
my
doing this
time
on?
it anymore.
And
on-
it could
on
be
camera.
potentially dangerous to,
Yeah.
you know, if they find out who that guy is who's now
Exactly.
saying, hey dude, I like your cock, and then it's
Yeah.
like, if they dox him or something, and yeah, that could be a really
It can be a very slippery slope.
bad situation. Yeah.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
know, so
that's
these
true.
people doing it have to take that and understand that that's
Alright,
an
I got a
inherent
$3 tip.
risk.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say,
that's-
the moment you start streaming
I'm not trying
yourself
to
in
do
any
that.
type
I'm
of
Grandmaster.
sexual
Yeah, with
position,
lag.
situation,
I
Or
say,
any
not only is
situation.
there
You know, maybe
insane
there is some psycho person out there that thinks Phil is like the hottest guy ever, God help her.
White.
You know, I mean,
there was. They're married
Why
to
the
him.
fuck do I want to play that?
yeah, but I'm talking about somebody outside of that. That you know may not be committed at the moment.
Elden Ring, my second run, I
Um,
played Wolong, and as much as I didn't like Wolong for a long
you
time,
know, he could
that
find
game
himself in
worked.
something
The
like that. You
response,
know,
it worked, the
just
controls
I don't see who would do that, but
right?
you know, hey,
Like,
dude.
This is shit. So, That's it. I mean, the thing is,
Oh, sorry about that.
So I'm
You
kinda
know,
stuck,
just
and I can't
My
do anything
husband
with
had
it
several
until they
guys
fix
sitting
it.
on him
So if you guys let me know
while
if
we
you
were.
guys can fix it,
It's like,
I'll
okay,
play it again, but
thanks.
I'm not gonna blame them.
That's
But
about all
seriously,
you
I'm
can
not wasting
really
my time on
do.
it.
You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly,
that kind of
Falcon. OIC
situation.
does.
Than playing a broken ass fucking game until they fix it. It sounds
OIC
like
does
what?
There's no refunds, right? Can't get my money back. If I got it on Steam, I could have got it back, but I can't.
I could
It's
see
not, you know,
that turning into
I'm not gonna answer
something
that question. I answered you guys a million
if he
times
want,
why
if he
don't
really
people
wanted
copy
to.
the games anymore.
OIC doing all that.
Since people are asking, I'll answer the
With
question.
as much as he,
Why
you
don't
know,
I buy physical
Oh,
is
games?
after,
JDX, may I
From the
put?
years of
I want to
2008
touch
to the
something
year
I just caught upon
2014,
something I
I
just
bought
caught.
physical games from
JDX,
GameStop. In fact, even
you
from
don't
2015, I
you
bought
don't
physical
really
games from
know
GameStop.
the situation
stopped and I
behind
went purely
why
digital.
a person
Why
does
did I do
something
that?
like that.
There's a
It's
couple
easy
reasons.
for you to point
The
fingers
first
at a
reason is
sex
because
worker and
when I
go,
used to buy physical
you
games
do
at
this to
GameStop, I did it
yourself.
because of
You
the
get
trading
what you
value.
deserve or
Back
whatever.
then,
But you
trading
don't
value
know,
was
maybe
great.
that's the
I
only
used to
way
beat
they can
most new
provide
releases
for
within a week.
themselves. Maybe
If
they
you
do it
traded in,
because
let's say,
they have
2
a
for 3
kid and they're
release
an
games within a
only
week, you could
parent
get
and they need
almost
to,
like 60,
you know,
70% of your value back. There were some
do
games
it
I bought for
because
$60.
with this economy and everything, it's fucking
Yeah,
hard to
but that's
find work.
You're still already devaluing yourself.
I don't see it as
That is
devaluing.
devaluing. The moment you start
I
showing
think
off,
it-
once you start showing off yourself and performing acts on yourself in front of people for money, you've already devalued yourself because you're saying this is the best you can do.
Actually, the flip side of that conversation, we're gonna play devil's advocate for a moment, because the flip side of that argument is that you're taking the control back from whomever, you know. This is of course people that had been S8 or something in the past, or you know, you are just that confident in your sexuality that you are willing to take the power from them or take the power from anybody that you feel has wronged you, that you feel, you know, I want to empower myself. And so you take that power back and you're in
Through
control of it.
being naked.
You know, yeah.
Okay, can
but
I ask a question?
You find out that, and this is just from, you know, scrolling TikToks and talking to people, that a lot of times it's all about empowerment. And it's a situation of somebody took this from me, so I'm going to take it back. Be it something like that, be it you feel confident in yourself because you've achieved a milestone in
Yeah,
your
but
life.
then when you get mad
Why
when
is
somebody
this guy-
recognizes you in the street, and you get mad, well, that's not all I do. Yeah, but that's all you're known for. And that goes
But
for
here's-
guys. That goes for guys too. I'm not just singling out women. That goes for both sides.
Why is it when a conversation comes up like this, it's always the men who spurts out and go, "Oh my God, it's so horrible. They shouldn't be doing this. Devaluation." and
Because it goes
No.
for both sexes. It doesn't go
yeah,
for just
but
women.
no, I'm saying
Because
this
it does,
conversation
Heather.
is held mostly by men.
Yes, it is,
I mean, there are
because
women
the
who
reason-
kink.
The reason
I
it's
think-
is held by most men is because when it starts being passed around at, say, if she has a job and it starts getting passed around the job and she gets pissy about it, it's like, yeah, but this is what you chose to do. You chose to do that, and
Here's
guess
the
what?
flip side of that.
People are going to notice who you are, be it a male or female. So yes,
I was gonna say, here's the flip side of that, because if you know you use that, devaluing yourself, it also stems from, and this is my opinion, it also stems from an old mentality. Because if you think about it, most of the people that are now coming of age to be in control of this country are now the Gen X. The people that were in control, the boomers in that middle, whatever, between Gen X and Gen Z.
It's not like that anymore.
what-
Now I spent
Gen
$2
X.
and get like
Gen X is now.
50,
Gen X is
$60
now.
back.
But
So
we're fighting against
just that
the
itself
people like
is
me
a
that are in Gen
huge
X. We're
decline from
fighting
what these
against
values used to
the
be.
mentality of
You might
the
say, well,
boomers.
money is money, do it anyway, right?
You know,
Well,
the
other thing,
older
other factor
the older
is
generation, the
GameStop
generations
is
that
pretty far
are
away
from the
here.
40s and
Where I live,
50s and
there's two
kind of
GameStops,
early
they're
60s,
both near the local
where
mall, which is
a
about
woman's value was
25
nothing more
minutes
than
each
how
way.
well
you're
she can
talking
cook, how
me
well can she
spending an
dress,
hour driving
how she can
just
raise
to
her
get to
children.
How many
There was-
children can she have?
Exactly. How many children can she
Hey, Papa, how you
Where
doing?
I used to
produce?
live in Connecticut,
Hi, sorry,
Where
you caught
and
us in
that the undercurrent that's trying to come through in the 70s did a very bad
with a broken
you know,
ass
in
fucking game that
my
doesn't
opinion,
work.
the feminists from the
What was it
70s
asked?
did a very bad where they're running around burning bras, going, "We don't need a
God.
man."
Well,
You know,
Oh, God,
those
sorry,
those
guys.
are the
What a
toxic
disappointing
people.
day.
Don't
I was gonna
you know?
play this
I don't
tomorrow
agree
night
with
as well.
them.
Not anymore.
I
I'm
agree
tomorrow
that
night
we
as
need to
well.
be on an
Yeah,
equal
I'll play
playing
work, so I'm
field,
having fun with.
but
Not gonna waste
don't
time with
equate
broken
us to the
What a bunch of
bra
idiots and
burning
assholes.
bitches that were like, "Yeah, we don't need a man."
Cheaters.
You know,
they're
no.
robbing people.
And Ice and I can even tell you this: every relationship out there
Why
is
do you
100
release
and
it
100.
like that?
It's like, oh, it's 50-50.
Really?
No, it's
Why
100
fucking
100.
release it like that?
Yeah.
It's
Just
100%
don't release
on
it,
both
please.
sides. And if I
That's
feel
so sad
as
that
as
the
a
original
woman, if I feel
ran
secure enough in my sexuality that I want
know?
to explore something
That's
outside
it.
of the
When
norm,
they fix it, I'll probably
whatever
go back
it
to it
is,
'cause I'm stuck with it.
whatever
I
that
know
norm,
I'm not gonna
you know,
throw
the
away
normal
$70.
missionary
At the
only
same time,
twice a
there's absolutely no way
month
that
or a
I'm
year,
fucking-
you know. But I want to
Yeah.
explore
Yeah.
something outside of that,
Until it's smooth 60.
and I have a man that has a traditional view of
May the
those
force
type
be
of
with you,
things,
everyone.
then
DSP
yeah, I'm
here.
gonna
I have returned
have
to
that
the world
pushback
Jedi
of, you know,
Survivor.
oh,
Here
you
I'm
know,
Babe
That's true,
Ruth.
Ron.
I
what are you
literally took,
doing?
like,
What are you
5 days
doing?
off from the game after my
You
initial
know,
5 hours of gameplay. I wanted
you
to give the
can
game
you can
developers a
definitely
shot
take this out of
to try
social
to fix
media.
the game.
It's the same
They
it's the
did
same thing.
actually
You know,
supposedly
you have
fix
to,
the
once
game.
you are, you take something
patched
that
it,
is a
cleansed,
traditional
stability,
ideal or a
performance,
traditional value,
I hate to say it, I haven't even moved
and you
from
take
my
it
spot
outside of that,
spawning,
and you want
can
to
see
push the
frames.
envelope, so to
I have
speak.
just to
You want to
fucking show you
explore
guys, I
yourself.
have turned off
Don't tell anyone, Malo.
motion
Shut
blur,
up, Thyri.
film grain, and chromatic aberration, thinking these are
But
effects
if you take
that
the
will immediately
traditional
affect the game, and if I
mindset
turn those off,
and say
hopefully that'll,
you come
make it
home
better.
one day to your husband, your partner, whomever it is, and say, okay, instead of missionary, you know, this time let's fuck doggy style because we've never done it before, and if you haven't, I'm sorry for you. But you know, and that's a very simplistic example, but you know, there are people out there that are like, only missionary, please. But you take something out of the ordinary, or you turn around and say, okay, instead of doing this, I want to do that. And somebody in the traditional mindset sees that, they will freak out and they will be like, no, don't ever, because that's not what you are. That's not what you do. And it's like, well, that's what I like. That's what I want. You know?
So there's no
Also,
exactly. It can be powerful to take the power back.
Also, yeah, I'm gonna still say it devours you. That's not changing. You're not changing my mind on that.
Not trying to.
But
I'm not trying to.
Hey, if you want to make thousands of dollars doing it, I'm not gonna stop you.
I just get annoyed, and I'm sorry if I came off as abrupt during this part of the conversation, but it really pinches my jimmies when somebody sits there and makes it sound like they think somebody's bad or wrong for doing that.
I never said they were bad.
I didn't say you. I'm talking in generalities now. Just to
Like someone automatically will devalue that person if they don't know them just because they know they do that, is what she's saying.
And you know, it's like concerning, I mean, I never done it for money. We just did it because it was fun and it was something that tickled our fancy for a little bit.
Yes, I
you know,
did
my
say
husband
that.
and I.
And I still stand behind that.
I tried doing it for money. They gave the money back to me and said.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is a subject we can say we can agree to disagree on and move on from, because, you know, I'm definitely not trying to change anybody's mind. Y'all are welcome to your opinion. I don't agree with it, but you're welcome to it.
Well, I tried stripping and they paid me to put my clothes back on. It worked out pretty well.
Hey, I've done that
I had
too.
to throw some humor in there.
I've done that
of
once
course.
too. Just for
The reason I say that, as I stated earlier, is because you're saying this is your best way of making your way in the world. That you don't want to work, or you may have a job but you want more money, so you turn to this as an alternative because why? It's the fastest way to gain money. Hands down. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is the fastest way. That's why it is called the oldest business. I mean, that's
profession,
prostitution.
yeah, but that's
yes, but you're
I
using,
know a girl.
You're using your sexuality for money. You're not becoming a CEO. You're not becoming someone in the high up political field or any of that or in a company. You were using
know
your
a girl.
body for money. Which, like I said, you want to do that, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. Make all the money you can. That is what is great about where we live at. If you want to do that, go for it. But where I disagree is when people say, oh, it's only towards women, not men. No, for me, it's both. I look at both of them exactly the same.
I didn't say it was
No, I'm not saying not
women,
you. I'm not
sex
saying
work.
you. I'm not saying
in
you.
general.
Okay,
In general,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's more levied against women
It's
than
more,
men
yeah,
in
exactly.
general.
Like I hate
Gotcha.
I hate the whole thing when, oh, a woman sleeps with 5 guys. Oh, she's a whore. A guy
The
sleeps
man
with
is a
5
stud.
women. Yo, you the dog, man.
Exactly.
You're a
No,
stud.
you're
He's
still a
stud,
fucking.
yeah.
It's like no,
Exactly.
If you want to be that way, then you're still a fucking whore. Both, but do I see them as that? No. Because this is the times we live in. Yeah, back in like the 1800s and shit. All right, I
Same as
understand.
people that had 5 partners each. I don't think of anything else other than that.
Yeah, exactly. So when I hear, oh, well, she slept with 5 dudes. Okay, cool. More power to her. Fuck it.
I feel like prostitutes actually got more respect in the Middle Ages than they do now.
Well, that's honestly because the internet.
That and sex work should be legal, but that's just one man.
Well, it is legal in certain states.
It
mean,
yeah, it
federally,
depends
it
on
should be.
what you're doing and your state legislator and stuff.
Nevada.
Nevada is so weird to me though because it's like, oh yeah, you can have it in these counties, but
So
you
I
can't
doubt
have
I'm
it
gonna
in
beat
Las
this thing at this
Vegas. But
point.
Las Vegas is called Sin City,
City.
so why call it Sin
Exactly.
City if you can't have a why if you can't hire a prostitute in the city limits?
Right, I think it's what Reno and all they have,
Wow,
the
that's a
bunny
big
ranch
starting
and all.
solar battery.
Where
Well,
just
the
seems like
madams
that
back
lived
then
with
had a
Carl.
lot of say in their cities. Or towns.
But of course, if you work in a brothel in Vegas, like I say Vegas, it's like Reno and just outskirts.
Towards when it's
You're
not
tested every week.
unblockable.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah.
The
you're
Those
under a
conversations
lot
how
of-
to do it.
so it is so regulated.
You just gotta
That-
give a big thumbs
Yeah,
up
it's
That's
very
what's up.
sterile. It's
these days.
very
Imagine
regulated.
before, the name of this movie is
It's
Performance
not
Mode.
something that's
Implying
just,
it's supposed to be
oh,
the best performance
let's
the game
let me
can
stick
give.
it here.
So
You know,
imagine
no.
It's your big break. Imagine it's your time to shine.
The Tractor
You
Maiden.
Step out on a stage
Is
in
that
front
a
of
new?
thousands
Is she?
No, the Tractor Maiden, he's been around for a while. He was on here. Yeah, the Tractor Maiden's a dude. He was on here.
Yeah.
The Tractor Maiden was on here
Oh.
when that guy outed himself about following Viking.
Oh, Michael.
Because
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
remember past
Okay.
mistakes, all the
Yeah.
things I said.
Oh no.
How did I miss
Game
the
sold to
fact
game
that
developers and stuff. That
Maiden's a
hasn't
guy
happened
though?
in
I have
so
no
long.
clue.
Well, it's just like
Alright.
people usually argue that
Review.
Snort Brunel is a dude, but it's a woman.
F fucking minus.
Oh, that's
See-
what I'm talking about, Michael Jackson.
Well, it's easy to assume.
Yeah, that's what I
when
was
they-
saying. I was using that as an example because that's when the
She
Tractor Maiden was here.
doesn't. She doesn't record her voice or anything, so
Yeah.
you know, you know, there's no woman on the internet. Thank you,
I'm
Falcon.
sorry.
Okay, stop scrolling
You mean when he said that?
and subscribe.
Yeah, okay. That Snort Hogan was Phil.
Nah, Phil wouldn't do that because Phil doesn't edit.
That
Oh,
takes
that's the one
effort.
you have to jump, isn't it?
Well,
The
what
one
was
where he
Michael
does that
Jackson
card,
brought
you
up
have to
for?
jump.
Oh, it's talking about because the Tractor Maiden was on here.
I didn't want that. I did it by accident. Oh, I'm dead now. I did it completely by accident.
Okay.
That wasn't by accident. You didn't look.
That's
Completely by
because
accident,
Phil was
I got
was
the
trying to
movement
be Michael
frozen in
Jackson because he
place.
beat it on stream. Anyway, moving on.
No, I thought y'all were talking about that little jerk.
Yeah, that's what I was using as an example because the Tractor Maiden was on the
Oh,
stream
It's
here.
literally not any better at all. You know, it's just exactly the same.
Unless
Where's
there's
the
two
fuck am I-
Tractor Maidens.
where's
As
this
far as
thing
I know, the
taking me
one that was
to?
on here was a dude.
I didn't know the
But
Tractor
they probably
Man
didn't do anything.
was.
They said, oh, we patched it. People will shut up
Has
about
seen
it.
what
So they
happened.
gave out a patch that does.
Yeah, he was on here.
Because this is not any better at all. It's exactly the same.
It was during him playing this game.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What are you trying to make
That
me
dude's
do,
such a-
you stupid scat?
And y'all, in case he
Oh,
shows
Ice,
up,
you're gonna
y'all keep an
love
eye
this
out.
dungeon.
Why do I just keep running?
You're gonna love
What if
this.
I never engage? Nah, because
I
you
know
have
y'all-
second
I said
form.
The
Right.
Tractor
This-
Maiden
this
has a
quest
second
line.
channel, Yandere
Start
Maiden, for
shows.
most music. Mostly for music. Gotcha. I mean, unless it's two different people,
Can't even move.
but as far as I know, the Tractor
You
Maiden's a
get the
dude
frame
and
rate
they
so
were on
bad I
here.
can't move.
I can always check my.
Be another
Yandere.
No,
person.
I'm nice. You're right.
Yandere
That's
Maiden.
everything you say is what I remember too, man.
Right?
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
just.
can
I
look
was
at my.
just like,
I can
oh,
look at my list.
DM is a dude.
Yeah, I can look at my list.
gotcha. No, it's cool. It's just.
Hey,
You know,
Sean.
everybody assumes there's no woman on the internet. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, we all know girl stands for guy in real life, so you know.
Yeah, there we go.
Because I totally have a penis somewhere. Probably
I do.
requires
I keep it
batteries.
in my
We just forgot where it
nightstand's
was.
top drawer.
Oh, see, hold
It-
on.
it-
See,
it-
now y'all.
Except it doesn't require batteries now.
I couldn't jump again. As soon as I see that, I
So
try
I've
to
heard.
jump. The jump is so delayed because of the dropping frame rate. You can't jump over,
Lord.
it's unblockable.
Where the hell is it?
I had full health.
Oh,
I had full
sorry,
health, and
sorry,
he bit me
sorry.
once. It took my
What?
health.
Oh, the frog.
Blah.
He is
He's
so
unblockable.
bad with blocking and dodging.
Drunk
It's like.
is not here already too. He's like drunk.
I had full health. That
Oh
is
Lord, that
amazing.
sounds terrible.
Oh yes, it
Jimmy
does.
Baxter, completely fucking wrong, talking out of his ass.
Why do
Says
I have to kill
frame
you? I
rate
done
does
brought
not
your
affect
ass all the way
input
over
delay.
here.
Wrong. When there's dropping
Cadence,
frames,
the
it
anime
literally
girl is a
creates
female
delay.
detractor.
That's the whole
Doesn't
idea.
count
The lower
content.
frame rate you have, the
Indrid.
harder
Yeah, I
it
know
is to
Indrid's a
react to
female. I've talked to Indrid before.
Indrid, I know.
I mean, that's the dumbest
And
kind of
Detractor
shit.
Beam, I
Like,
know.
yeah,
I've talked to
playing a
Detractor Beam
fighting
as
game that
well.
runs at 25 frames per second. You can react just like when you're playing a fighting game
Indrid
at
and
60 frames.
Detractor Beam
You
were
are
the
a
same
jackass
person.
for saying something like that.
I think the
And
Detractor
you're
Beam is like
tremendously
two
stupid.
people.
And yet
Well,
this
well,
is
yeah,
stupid.
that's the podcast. It's Snoot
Yeah,
and
her and-
And
Indrid.
yet
Yeah.
this stupid ass
Yeah,
stays
yeah,
in there and
it's
lets
the
him talk
I don't
like
care if it takes
that.
me all day. I'm beating this boss. I know I can do it. It's just
Why
ultimate
the hell is it
frustration
not
playing a game
popping
that doesn't
up?
react when
Oh,
you
I
press
swear I
buttons.
fucking hate this
Okay.
thing
So,
sometimes.
first of all, I have a tip here.
Nobody gives a fuck about your
I
tip,
need that
Phil.
money to pay
Eat a
my
dick.
bills.
I thought you said his
He
tits.
probably
I'm
would, a
like,
couple
wait,
$4.32
what? I mean, I know
Yeah.
he's got
He needs
man
that money.
boobs.
He
Facing is
really
enabled in
does. He
performance
needs
mode.
that
You
money
cannot
to
turn it
pay
off.
his
If you haven't
bills.
already, recommend turning off
Internet
usage,
bill.
sharing, and the extra
Electric bill.
section of the
Okay, yeah,
content.
Yandere Maiden's on
Just give me a
here.
little bit of extra performance.
Fucking
Yonder
trolls,
Maiden and
man.
Detractor Beam are the
Sharing.
same, right?
The fuck
Yeah.
does that
Huh?
even mean?
Okay, that's why.
Yeah,
What is
Yandere Maiden and
usage
Tracker
sharing?
Maiden are the same person.
And Yonder Main's been around
The
for
extra
years,
section
like
of the
literal
options.
years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because
Like,
he
I
comes
saw-
he comes in
EA
here and
collects
talks.
data
Yep,
from
he
your
was on the
device.
Some Legitimate Cruise streams back in like 2018.
What?
Yeah, I'm just
Damn.
new. I'm
Bill,
still
stop being
getting
such a
used to
boomer,
who's
dude.
whom.
When did I
You
agree
thought
to let
Aqua
them
was a
collect
dude?
data
Nah,
from my
Aqua's a chick.
device?
Aqua's
Fuck
totally
you.
a dude.
When did I agree
No,
to
Aqua
that?
Teal, not the
Aqua
Aqua
EA
Teal.
Teal.
spying on
Yeah,
my
Oh.
ass.
Say Teal, not Saber.
Whoa,
Yeah, we have
whoa.
Aqua Teal and Aqua
Creepy
Saber.
fuckers. Are you following me into the bathroom?
Too many
How
similar
times I pushed
names.
the shit?
Oh my
Hey,
god,
you gotta
people.
have one like mine. Home Along. the
Again,
Phil's
again-
song. Who's
Phil's
gonna
making
steal
that
that?
joke.
Yeah, we're
about
all
dick
dudes.
humor. Well, thank you for
I thought
that.
Aqua Teal was a guy.
I mean, I have no
Aqua-
idea
Aqua
that
Teal
was
is not.
I don't
That's
know
a
if that's
female.
gonna help or anything, but even then, that shouldn't have been on by default. They should obviously be asking you for your.
I assume everybody's a
Rude.
guy until I hear them talk.
They had it on.
Yeah.
Can't
Oh.
tell my avatars anymore.
By the way, guys, this will
Alright.
probably be
May
the
the
last
fourth be
time I'll
with
be
you.
able to chat
Get
for a
the
little
shaft
while.
respawn right up
Oh,
your butt.
everything all
Nice,
right?
lightsaber up the
Yeah,
bum
no,
hole.
we're moving
They
next
claim
week.
they
That's
found
right.
Oh,
anything,
good.
anything.
That's right. You
What
are
a
moving.
fucking
You finished packing?
Yeah. Fuck no.
Don't feel bad. I got a move coming up, and I'm not ready either.
Packed up my important to me stuff, and we're gonna be. And then of course we run out of boxes because I have too much crap.
That's when you really learn how much shit you truly have is when you have to move. It dawns
Yep,
on you.
Tyree
Literally,
is totally
he's
a
one of
dude.
the
I can
fans.
attest to that.
And if it was
Yeah,
just
'Cause I'm
Tyree
totally
is
a dude.
definitely a
probably
dude.
react to it.
Totally.
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm a
dude.
dude.
100%
I'm a dude with a voice morph.
Boss fight.
Yep.
You cannot react to
I have
anything
voice
in your
morphing.
face.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'm
really
gonna
a
do.
guy.
If I
I've
ever
always
get a
been like that.
VTuber, if I
In
ever
order to
get a
react to any of his
VTuber
moves.
thingamabobber,
And even then,
I
I'm
am
trying to
totally
jump.
gonna
It's like,
make
I guess I'll
it a
jump
guy.
really
It's
low,
gonna
but I
be a
land on
guy.
him and I still take damage.
Everybody
The
has
other guy
girl
happening when I push the
VTuber
button.
puppet
Yeah, I
thingy.
want to do a guy.
I mean,
I
if
think
I
I
did-
want to
if
do
I
that.
did one, it would be a
We'll
guy.
do that.
Jump.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Ice, you will be a wolf.
I'm,
Of course
I'm
I'd be
pressing
able.
B.
Except
And
I'd have to
he
get it
attacks
made,
me with a
and that would
lightsaber,
cost me
which
like
I did
a
immediately
lot of
after my
money to
jump
get
back.
that
It
type of
makes
feature.
sense.
Ludwig might do it.
But
He
yeah.
might, but
I jump. Oh Oh my
I don't
god!
know. I just don't think the
Delay.
VTuber thing is for me.
Sorry.
I
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be on camera. Everybody goes, oh, you should be on camera because that's how you really succeed and blah, blah, blah. And
I was
it's
dodging
like,
and he
okay,
still
but
grabbed
I'm really
me.
camera shy and I
I
don't
was
like how I
mid-dodge
look,
and
so maybe
A lot of
something
people
like that.
don't do cam. They just choose not to, or VTuber. They just do their stream. Don't worry about
Yeah.
that stuff.
That's why VTubing is on the rise.
Yeah, because it's helped people
And
who
grabbed
have.
me in where I was dodging too.
well,
Look.
Hilarious.
Oh,
It's
from the
absolutely
you're talking
hilarious.
about the regular Stalker game, right? Falcon.
Withholding about showing their face online. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Stalker
Oh
is
yeah,
such
Stalker.
a hard
Yeah,
game.
that's the Stalker. Stalker's a fun game. Hard as fuck.
Which
like
one?
you said.
I have, oh, I can't remember the full
Couldn't even
name
do
of
anything.
it. Something
I
of
pressed
Shadows of
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is fucking hard. I played it once, ran
Then I
out
think,
of
what
the
is it, the
first
Shadows of-
encampment, died of radiation exposure, and I haven't touched it since then. That was like over 8 years ago or some shit.
I think what was the other one? Was it Ghost of Pripyat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, there was that game that was set in Pripyat. It was like, oh, it looks so fun, but it also looks so difficult. I can't remember the name of it though.
But see, I don't have a camera, so the VTuber wouldn't even work for me anyway.
Got an iPhone?
Yeah, but I'm not hooking it up to my computer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say that's what you're just. I think that's like the other. Like,
I don't think those cameras are good
Revy,
enough.
how many times I gotta
for
tell
me
you,
to
I'm a
be-
lazy son of a bitch when it comes to that shit. I ain't doing all that.
He is very much so.
As long as you're not Phil levels of lazy, we can
No,
forgive you.
No,
He
that's
is
why I
definitely not
have,
Phil.
that's why I have scenes and shit for my streams, so that they don't look like garbage.
So again, the only way I'm ever gonna dodge anything
I put
Oh.
is
Jason Galley
completely on, like,
chats
the
up.
opposite
Alright.
fucking side of the
ASAP
room.
before
Phil
Mine
endlessly,
DSP,
endlessly
and happy,
amuses me.
LTG.
See, when I'm gonna, oh my god,
Oh god. Yeah.
Right.
oh my god.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Like my thing is with
Impressive.
that, especially with DSP.
Fucking impressive.
DSP is
just
more or
to
less
show
like,
you.
I'm
You
watching
ready?
the train wreck, and I want to see
Oh,
the whole
no.
goddamn train derail.
Oh no. Oh no,
So I
no,
push
no,
it.
no, no.
It
Oh
waits,
no,
and
that
then
is
there's
so
a-
wrong.
Look
Oh
at that.
no. That is what their
That's the
love
input
child
delay
would
I'm
look
getting,
like,
right?
I'm guessing.
Oh, it's gonna suck it.
Oh no.
I'm actually not off.
Oh, wow.
My audio is delayed. My webcam has a slight delay to it, so I have to sync my webcam with the audio of my voice. So I delay
God, he
my
sucks at
micro-
this game. He's
microphone
not
a
paying
little bit,
attention.
and it causes
He sucks at every game. He just likes to make it sound like,
Games
oh,
are just
so
for money, nothing
to the
else.
beat, but it's delayed.
So
I sound like I'm
today's
always sounding late
today's
singing my video.
Street Fighter stream was
I read the achievement before it popped up on screen.
spectacularly
The webcam has
worse
slight
than normal,
delay,
I would dare say.
okay? So I have to actually make the webcam.
It's like the only thing I heard, he
sped
made
up
Diamond
commentary
and like
up,
lost
sped
it
up a little
instantly,
bit.
supposedly.
See what I'm saying?
Not
Yeah, he did. He got
instantly.
busted back to platinum.
I mean, he probably
Well-
lost the next fight, and that's what pushed
He
him
was
back
cold,
down.
for Christ's sakes, like 2 days ago.
Well, no, every time you switch a character, their ranks are different.
Each
Oh, I
each
didn't
character
know
has
that.
its own
Yeah,
rank.
because Smith was asking that too, and I forget which character. I think he was playing Chung Li or some other character, and he was asking how come his rank is so low, and because they specified before this game even came out that if you get platinum with Ken and you decide you want to play Blanca, I'm just throwing names out. Blanca's gonna start off with the lowest rank because you
So
haven't
you
touched that
don't
character.
fuck up your other ranks and
Yeah,
stuff.
And again, when it's running at 60
pretty much it's made for people like Phil.
It's only during
It's made for people like me.
No, it's made for people like Phil.
Free.
Because Phil, that was his biggest complaint. Like, I don't know
I
these
can't
characters.
open this.
I don't think it does, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's no stagger
I think it's
bar
fair,
to build up
but
a
you know, I'm
stagger
sure
thing.
Phil thinks it's awful.
Oh no, Phil's all for it.
What's up, Aqua?
Hey,
Hello.
Phil's
Hi,
all
Aqua.
for it. Like I said, it was made for people like him.
Oh, is
Because
Riven
those
still
are the
there?
people that were bitching the most.
I've been here. What the fuck?
Oh, you were muted a little bit ago. Sorry, I'm on a game.
Oh yeah, I just want to hear dumbass arguments. It was just like,
Why did you? Were you saying what the fuck to that computer that I posted?
yeah, why did Waterburger say, okay, yeah, we're gonna make a computer with
What hit me? There was no button.
Did you see it hum along?
The different
I
character
did,
rankings
man.
help people.
That's
kinda
crazy,
cool
right?
with me.
Phil and
I like
LTG.
it.
LTG loves to rage quit on people, then just
I like
swap
that.
his-
I thought it looked pretty slick for
Then
being a
swap his
Whataburger
account.
console PC.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
likes to swap characters
So
and
let
get
me get
beat
this
too many
straight.
times.
I slowed him down.
Like I said, when you listen to a lot of the pros, or even a lot of the casual people, you never hear them really complaining about, oh, I'm a higher rank with this character, and now I have an issue with this character.
Release the unblockable
But
attack.
they're not
All
trying to.
within 2 Xbox
Those
boxes
players
of
are
trying to
also
hit him
not
with
trying to
slow.
play every
Well,
single.
I'm saying
He
even
doesn't
casuals
suffer
don't
the
have that
slowdown.
real
I
complaint.
do.
It's
Only
only
me.
people like Phil and LCG that have that complaint because they want to win as many matches as possible
Still got fucking hit
with the
anyway.
least amount of resistance.
Fucking
Look at
Oh, don't.
look
Yeah,
at
dude,
Phil when
like
he's
how many people he's blacklisted because of him losing.
yeah. I mean, there's
Who?
it got to the point-
LGT or Phil?
There's like what
Both.
500 people
Both.
plus he's blocked.
Like Phil's to the point he just
Look at
runs
that.
from people if they
Look
beat
at
him
that.
too many
He
times.
did 2 bites.
He doesn't even fight.
LGT does that too, though.
2 bites in
Yeah.
a row.
LTG
Regular
has
bite,
run out
unblockable
of
bite. Can't
spaces
even get out
he
of the way
can
of
block
either one.
people
They both
on
hit.
his Switch when he plays
My
Smash.
No, this is suffering.
He
from
literally
the same
cannot
problems in
add
Wolong.
more
You
people
remember
to his
in
block
Wolong?
list.
When I was
Yeah,
I'm
like
sorry,
LTG
I don't feel
is
bad.
literally
You can't do
say
it.
if he's
Do it.
playing Simon Belmont, which I know that's not the
The game
character. It's a
becomes
Belmont, but it's not
unplayable
Simon.
Alucard?
No,
It's
Simon
the
is
same
one.
problem.
It is.
It's,
It is
uh,
Simon.
Yeah,
Inferior.
Richter and
They don't know
Simon
what
are the
they're
2
doing.
Belmont.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go.
Game that
So
requires
if he was fighting
inputs to be
a
reactive
Marth,
like this.
I think it was a
Have
Marth,
instant reactions
Probably.
to survive,
and
an
the
enemy
Marth
that's doing 100%
beat him.
damage. But then the game doesn't work. It's too laggy.
And because the
Like,
Marth beat him with a
Jesus
downward
Christ.
slash straight to the
and you
bottom,
release your fucking
he's like,
game
you're
like
getting
that,
you're
you
getting
pay
blocked
for it. I spent
because they beat him.
$70 on this
He
fucking
can't take getting spiked.
He's
if
worse
he gets
than
beat by a
Phil.
spike,
Oh yeah, you should see his daggone Street Fighter 6. He will literally go back to
I've
the
seen him.
PlayStation screen when he gets beat,
Oh,
so you don't see the
So he
damage.
I'm
doesn't-
doing the fucking
LTG has
lightsaber
officially
throw.
stopped
And
playing
it did the
Street
wrong
Fighter 6
input.
too.
No,
He said
he's
Street Fighter
playing
6
again.
is. Oh,
He's
because on
playing
his
again.
Twitter he said it's on an indefinite suspension.
Yeah, no, he's playing again
Oh,
because
so
he's
he's
an
just
ass.
so it's just LTG being a bitch again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, supposedly Capcom is gonna patch a throw bug that's going around right now.
It's with Lily.
Yo, this game is fucking
It's with
crap.
Lily. Phil talked about it.
Is it that EX Hawk
It's so
throw or
sad
whatever?
because it played
Yeah,
so
it's
well
that
until
EX
this
Condor
one part
dive
where
into a
all the
throw.
frame rate in this
Yeah,
game
because
is
it's
so
fucking
low.
busted.
Okay,
Phil was
Phil's
abusing the
already
fuck out
talked
of it.
about it.
Awful. The game just doesn't
I was
function.
like, there's something that Phil said, like, for modern players, if you could, like, press
No, you
some,
can't
like,
force
short
Phil's tongue. I've tried.
fucking
It doesn't do
key
anything.
button and press, like, 3 other
I know the
buttons, you can
first
pretty
game that
much
was
block
what
every
you're
throw or
supposed
some
to
shit
do.
like that.
When he does that clump,
Yeah.
you press left trigger, literally nothing happens.
The way it recognizes
So maybe you're supposed
tech
to be able
throws
to do it, but
is
it doesn't work.
busted
They
right
didn't
now,
code it,
which makes me
or
laugh that because
they
Phil can't
fucked up
tech a
the
throw to
coding.
save his fucking life.
It's
I
rare
don't
for him
even
to
know
tech
what
a throw.
touching a throw means.
Tech throw just means if I go to throw you and you go to throw me, it breaks the throw. So we
Okay.
bounce
If
back.
you see me starting to do the throw animation of me reaching my hand out to grab you, and you hit the same button inputs to do a throw yourself, it'll just say
Hey, Casper.
no. The character like swipes away from it and it backs him off a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how you don't play
it'll say
Jedi
throw
Survivor.
break.
So it's countering his.
It's countering
the
a throw.
Yeah, and they just
Okay.
call it a tech throw.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's only command grabs like Zangief's pile driver and Lily's
Oh,
like
God, don't
spinning grab that those cannot be teched.
Yeah.
Oh God, do not get me started on Zangief.
Hey, Raven.
Hi, Raven.
Allow me to focus
One
on
of
the
you
game.
tell me
Shoutouts
what,
later.
that the FGC guy, that did DSP get a win off of them? If he did, that's bad.
I didn't watch him today, so I have no clue.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But he
I don't
fought
know.
a fucking FGC guy, I don't know.
He did. He fought an FGC guy, and he was quite nice. He was like, Bill did a really good. He's a tough opponent. I'm like, I get it. You don't know him. You don't know the asshole that we know yet. But
No,
you
he
will.
probably gave him the win if he won.
It doesn't even make fucking sense. It's just
Or he could be a
So-
new guy to the FGC, so...
Yeah, it could be some nobody in the FGC. He just has FGC as part of his
name.
He was Emerald, and he whipped his ass.
It's like all those Call of Duty people that had FaZe in their name.
Jump.
Yeah,
Oh.
they think it's cute.
Jump. Okay.
What time is it? Ugh.
9:03 p.m. Eastern.
I had full health. I was
It
doing a
feels
combo.
so much
I
later.
just-
My
he took
my
bullet
whole
bar, I didn't even see
sense
it.
of
Aw.
time and everything
couldn't
is
even
like
see what happened.
fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. they told you to?
How did that even make sense?
Yo, he's still on this
What a
fucking
piece of
frog.
dog shit. I mean, what
He
is it?
spent
on that
over
frog
2
run.
hours and didn't beat it, and his stream was over for the night, if I remember correctly.
They already made
Like I
all
said,
that.
Because he
you
was
can
going,
easily pull
can't
those two
play
big
it
guys.
anymore tonight, guys. I'm going to have to wait until next time and see if I could beat it, or if not, we'll just go on to something else.
He sucks.
I'll admit
I
though.
already had jumped over.
I'll admit though, there is one thing this game does I didn't like with the frogs. When you fight the father and son frog,
Oh,
they're
the
not.
spawn of
Yeah, they're not aggressive. Like they're
Yeah,
aggressive,
they're weaker
enough-
versions of each other.
but when you kill one, the other one automatically jumps up to 100 in aggression.
Oh shit.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's throwing the player a bone in that, hey, if they were as aggressive together as they were alone, you'd never have a chance to attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
like right here,
I,
where you see him despawn right now and how fast he is, cut that in half when it's both of them, but when it's just one of them, put it right back up to this one.
Sometimes there's a delay. See? So if I'm mid-screen,
Phil's
I
problem
can't
was
dodge
just
that,
he
which is
sucks.
literally impossible
That and they
to
change
dodge
up their
that.
move list
The game will not allow
by
me to
based
dodge
on how
it.
much health they have left.
See, that's
That's,
the delay.
well, there's a lot of games that do that though,
I was
right?
gonna
Where
say
they
that's-
change.
that's- yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Phil's not paying attention to the percentage of their health when they start doing different, adding moves to what they already do.
There's just no
Phil is so
way to fucking
annoying.
dodge it because
Like,
game
the
is
one
too
thing that
delayed.
I will
If
admit is a
the
pain in the
controls
ass, and
work,
they should have
because the
fixed
frame
it,
rate was working, you can
is
dodge
your
it fast
dodge is
and
to
dodge.
dodge.
No,
the
you're
red
not any
attacks.
faster. In fact, I was doing way
But
less damage if you didn't
when
notice.
when the frog
When I
does
do-
the
when
lunge,
I was doing
you
the
cannot
lightsaber
dodge it. You
toss,
have
was
to
hitting
jump
sometimes
over it.
twice. It was only hitting
Because the
once
enemy
in
will
that
do
situation.
360
You're not
turn
any
on you.
faster. It's the same. I'm just gonna use the dual lightsaber. The single was a waste of time.
Which is kind of annoying
Completely delayed and lagged out.
that, you know, okay, it's here, but
Jade, I'm
the
sorry
enemies
for
still
feeling
just
sick
have
because the
360
fucking
turn to
frame rate
hit
of
me
the
with
game
it
is
anyway.
dog shit. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I'm sorry that they made such a piece of shit game. I really am. Hopefully, if we get through this part and we beat this boss, the frame rate will get better.
This
But I
little
don't
bitch
know.
complained.
Oh, because he's sitting there fighting this damn frog, and he told people, "I only fought him for an hour." It's like, no, dude, you fought him longer than a fucking hour.
Sick and had to leave. I'm
The
sorry
big
about
thing
that.
I think right now
I
is
know.
going on with
It's
Phil
rare
is
when I
the
get
Man,
admin
Jade left because
bullshit.
he's a bitch. Or
I'm
she,
sick
whatever
physically
the
and
fuck
mentally
they are.
playing this right now.
The
I'm
whole
not even
thing with
joking. I'm
Asmongold,
upset.
I wouldn't put any
First
stock
With
into
Jade,
it.
I was saying he or she is a bitch.
I didn't think
Oh,
the
it's a he.
whole thing was that big of a deal.
I
Oh,
was
it's
gonna
a-
go to guy.
What the fuck?
No,
Who?
he was saying that Jade left because Jade was feeling sick from the game.
Oh.
Yeah, that's because
Well,
Jade is a bitch. Plain and
no.
simple.
Let's be
couldn't even do
honest.
anything. They wouldn't
Jade.
even
I mean, it sounds like Jade really has, honest to God, physical disabilities that might cause it. So I don't want to make fun. He's an asshole. I'm
Thing
not
is that
saying it, but I'm not gonna
Heather,
make fun
Heather.
of him for feeling.
Heather, we
No,
already
I
know
think-
a
I
good
think it's
chunk
all
of
that
Phil's
damn
viewer
baby
base
food
has
he eats.
deficiencies. That's already been proven, unfortunately.
There's no
Like,
way.
he's got Jade
You know what
is
that
actual
means?
wheelchair.
There's no way to avoid
Yeah,
Yeah, proven.
he's honestly handicapped.
No,
Yeah.
Heather, your name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just to be sure.
Yep,
This
I'm
dude
Heather.
has admitted
Leave Timmy alone.
he eats baby food.
Oh no, is he really that disabled?
No, because he gives his money to Phil.
In the
Oh
fuck
no!
said,
Which is funny because Jade's father
It's really dark.
works for IGN.
No, it's his stepdad. Yeah, some stepdad works for IGN.
Stepdad, dad, I don't really care. It's
Yeah.
still a father figure
No
that works
fucking,
at
no
IGN.
way.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Wow.
Phil has
Gearbox.
Oh,
shit
Gearbox.
for
When
that.
he's down to less than half health.
Oh,
Either
it's
way,
Gearbox?
IGN, Gearbox, he still works for actual company, and the running theory is Phil is being nice to Jade, hoping to basically work his way into what his father
Or the
does.
light attacks, which barely
Oh,
even work.
no.
Oh, so what? So his
That's
dad
like
works for the
after
Gears
any light
team?
attack, he can immediately do an
No,
unblock
no.
that you
I
can't
mean,
get out of the way.
Gearbox. I've heard IGN, and now Falcon saying
Yeah,
Gearbox.
IGN, I remember.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter who it is he works for.
But then
It's-
why is he letting his child eat fucking baby food? Oh.
You're,
He
I have
probably
no-
doesn't know he gives away his money.
Oh, that makes sad sense.
I mean, that's just what I think. I think that
No,
some of
that-
these people,
that-
their family don't
Phil,
know that.
Phil, you can't dodge when you swing the dual saber. You have to wait for the
Except Michael
secondary
Jackson,
saber to
of
swing.
course.
The frame rate keeps chugging, and when it chugs
That
like that, I
makes
can't control
sad
the character
sense.
No, see, all right, guys. For those of you who have not played this game, and this idiot is sitting there saying all the wrong shit, based on the saber you use, it depends on when you can move or not. If you use a single saber, you can move with one swipe because it's only one. When you're using dual saber, and you hit the button, you have to wait till the second swing goes through before whatever the fuck his name is will move. And if you're using the double-ended beam saber, you have to wait till he does like 3 or 4 swings of it before you can control him to move again. Phil has yet to figure this shit out, which he should have. I figured that out immediately. That cowl is stuck in place until the action is complete. It's the same when you use the cross guard or you use the single sword with the gun. You gotta wait for the move to be finished. He's trying to move while swinging at the same time. It doesn't work. It never worked in any Souls-like game, and never will work like that in any Souls-like game. It doesn't even work like that in Sekiro, and Sekiro has the fastest response time for swinging, blocking, and dodging.
Even though I'm on him, and now I try to dodge, the dodge just won't respond.
Well, remember, Phil
you're gonna
doesn't
take insane
retain
amounts of damage.
information, so he could have learned that when he was playing Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all that, and he wouldn't remember fuck all, you know,
Yeah,
about
he
that
doesn't.
fact.
Well, it's because when you think about it, he doesn't care to remember.
I don't think he can. I think he's
Yes.
been drinking too long, and his brain, there's some kind of
definitely addled for
issue
sure.
going on. Yeah. He's like our Dory. He except Dory's cute and is a fish and
Bill's-
not a pig roach.
Bill's in-
But
he's like he's Groundhog Day meets Dante's Inferno.
Get out of the way, even though I
Feels
put
like.
dodge.
oh,
Jay's
interesting
money is
way
from
of
the
putting.
state.
It seems like
That's really sad, though.
Never been
That-
the smartest person in a room of one.
It's like, oh, they're
Yeah, and this is why I laugh when Phil says I run a podcast.
Make
No,
money,
you don't.
God, that's really.
I run more of a
sad.
podcast than he does, and I don't even talk about podcast shit.
It's so delayed. So I'm
We don't
running,
have a podcast. We're just
and then I
friends who
wanna
hang
hold
out and talk.
Left bumper and
Yeah, I'm just
ride,
saying
like
though,
that,
like
throw it.
it's still more of a
It's so delayed 'cause
podcast.
the
Like,
frame
say
drop,
for example,
it doesn't register
say
the
for
bumper.
example when we were talking about the sex workers and all that.
Yeah.
We were
Oh,
having
yeah.
we were having a conversation with different viewpoints. That is a podcast. Where we could talk about different things and there's different opinions being input into the conversation.
Yeah, that's a podcast.
Phil is the only guy and he's talking about himself. That is not a podcast.
Again, it's a glorified bitch session.
Yeah.
But go ahead, man.
It just, but he says there like, well, you guys like the podcast. No, your fan base has told you one too many times, cut it down and get to gameplay because they're tired of it because it does nothing. And for some odd
Even the
reason,
game news is self-serving in
Yeah, it
some
is.
way or another.
it really is.
It either gives them a place to vent or bitch or something, or
Everything about Phil streams is about serving himself.
Yeah. Like he's been bitching about 16
I'm not gonna make
nonstop.
that
Oh yeah.
a fapping
Oh,
joke.
I already said I said it earlier.
I
but
was gonna say because
Yeah.
he's been caught self-serving before.
Well,
Yeah, he did. He
thank you for making the joke for me.
You're
But-
welcome.
Damn you, Icy. Now whenever I look at that damn mod page and I go, huh, Icy might like this. Wait. Okay, it serves Rodigans. Icy, here.
But as I said before, like he's reading, like all his complaints about 16 is from Twitter. I have yet to hear him say anything about the game from his own accord.
Wait, his complaints about what?
Final Fantasy 16, they're all
Oh,
complaints
so
from
yeah.
Twitter. Everything
He's
just
not-
parroting what they're saying.
Yeah, he's mirroring what
Everything-
they're saying, and
Lame.
I
It's
was
like
watching.
when he did that thing about IGN listing off a list of cons for Diablo 4, but then they had the nerve to call
give
to
it a
call
9 out of-
them
give it a
9 out of 10. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, but
But he was perfectly fine when they gave
Street Fighter a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, like my only real complaint with 16 is the combat is overly simplistic, but I understand why it is. I play Final Fantasy, you don't expect a heavily complicated combat system. Hell, even 14 and 11 is simplistic.
Oh.
But if that's your reasoning for saying it's not Final Fantasy because it's an action game, as I said at the beginning of the stream, Final Fantasy already turned into an action-based game between 12 and the 13 series.
Yeah,
it
I was
already
going to say,
started.
it's been that way for a while.
Yeah. And then
I mean,
7 Remake was complete action. You just had to build up a bar to use magic and to use your limit break. Whoop, big whoop. I'm still freely attacking and blocking. The moment you add a dodge and a block function, it is no longer turn-based. That went out the window. Final Fantasy 12, yes, it had a turn-based system, but, it just give everybody a haste ring or haste spell and auto-cast it. The timing, the QTE is now gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
13, yes, you had a gauge on that. 13.2, they already started cutting back that timer. 13.3, the timer's fucking gone. Oh, I used enough moves on my magical lightning. Let me switch over to my cloud lightning. I ran out of moves on that lightning. Let me switch to lightning sucking her own titty. And now that one's out. Let me go back to the thunder lightning or whatever.
Or the other titty.
Yeah, and then Final Fantasy 15, you literally just held the square button. And it did the entire combat for you. The game moved from traditional turn-based a long time ago.
And here I was thinking that the reason he was complaining that it was like Game of Thrones, or was more like Game of Thrones.
The pillow talk was just something for him to bitch about.
Yep.
I was gonna wonder if he was gonna start bitching about the fact that in Game of Thrones they had Lannister loving, and in 16 there's none.
Yeah, and he's like, why do we need the scene of Benedicta naked with her liege, or as he kept saying, the king, which he's not the king.
He's the Duke, isn't he?
They haven't really specified what he is.
Oh.
I want to say that's Odin, because of the cutscene I saw last night.
That was her master and daddy. That's who that was.
I want to say she was fucking Odin. Well, he's over there. Why couldn't they just say that instead of showing it? Because it's development of the story. Things will be spoken more. People will speak more openly in their private chambers than they will outside.
Yep.
Something that he doesn't do.
And the fact that he cannot understand that in a story is sad. That's why I said he will not like my book. Because there's pillow talk, there's out and out fucking, there's drug use, and every goddamn thing else. So don't read my shit, Phil. You're gonna hate it every step of the goddamn way.
You write my biography?
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
You know, and it's gory because that's what I want. That is the world I want to build. It is a gory, unforgiving universe. Because, but he's like, oh well, that doesn't discredit my criticisms, or no, because they're not your criticisms.
They're everybody else's criticisms that you steal from fucking.
Yeah. Now, if he was to say he doesn't like the men and women thing, honestly, I fucking understand that because he's now said that for every single game. It's not just he limited it to 16. He says that for every single game that has romance in it. Now, what's funny?
Yeah.
What's funny? And I want you all to watch. I'm gonna spoil it and tell everyone right now. Y'all are really gonna hate me.
I don't care. Go for it.
Final Fantasy 16, Bahamut's gay.
Bahamut
has a gay lover.
What?
No,
wait,
that
is that the dragon?
Yeah, that's the dragon. That's the king of the dragons. Yes.
Oh no! Oh my God!
So the person that is Bahamut
No, not
is
Bahamut.
gay, and him and his royal bodyguard Terrence make out with each other. And I want you to look at how Phil reacts to that scene when it comes up, which is probably going to be like 6 months from now, the rate he's going. Mm-hmm. And I want someone, which I might even fucking do it, look at him in the scene with Benedicta and Kupko, and look at him with Benedicta, and I'm gonna say the Odin guy, and then look at him with Bahamut and Terrence. And he's gonna
I have a
fucking
theory
laugh
about
at that
that.
scene. He's gonna laugh at the scene of the two dudes making out.
Oh well, look how he reacted to this naked dudes fighting in the bath.
I think there's a reason for that though, and it's not. Everybody wants to claim he's a closet homosexual. I don't think it's that. I think he's actually okay with that because it doesn't turn him on like heterosexual or maybe bisexual relationships would, because he doesn't want to admit it, but he's a fucking pervert. So he's going to.
No, a
Of
pervert
course.
would openly say how they like the scene, Heather.
Oh,
Yeah.
fifth.
So
They
no,
would
he
make
he
comments
detests
about
these
it, like,
scenes
in a
now.
positive
Just appeared
way.
out of nowhere.
No,
and
but I'm
insta-killed
just
me.
saying though, that's
And I was
you know,
supposed to do
everybody's
something
been
about that.
theorizing about why Phil is seemingly alright with the gay sex stuff, but not the heterosexual stuff. And I honestly believe it's because he's not turned on by anything that is quote unquote gay to him, in his opinion. So yeah, he can
You
laugh
jumped
it up
right
and
into
make
his
the
tongue.
lewd jokes.
Yeah,
What
but
the
then
fuck?
if you look at the
Are you
Project 7
kidding
writing
me?
they were going over,
I dodged the tongue.
like some
I
of the
landed.
shit he wrote
The
in there,
tongue had a
what those
lingering
people
hitbox
say.
that still
Yeah, Phil has always had a knack, and I'm gonna say a knack for male on male action.
This is true. I have to agree. I saw this before. I
Even
suspected.
I will go back to his Mass Effect when he could have romanced a woman, and he decided to romance men instead.
I think I'm okay, lesbian scenes too, but I still don't think that he would have the same issues as he does with heterosexual sex scenes.
Then what? Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
then
because
why is he so
Ishin,
weird
I'm
about
gonna,
it?
I'm gonna go back to Ishin. He got super excited for two naked men fighting in a shower.
Well, that's true, but
So, but he doesn't act like that when it's a man and woman.
can I say something?
He gets really like, oh,
Yeah.
why is that here?
Oh, hold on.
Why is
Hold on.
that here? But oh, look at these two dudes! Oh, their balls are swinging. Their fucking dicks are hanging out. Oh my god, this is so funny.
As a member of the LGBTQ plus community, I refuse to acknowledge him as a member. So he is not gay. He's just weird.
Well, I mean, just
Oh
because
no,
I mean,
he puts
even
it. Have you seen
that
that
doesn't
slide
make
in
you a
his
part of
stream?
that group.
I am. Well, I am.
No,
well,
no, I'm saying
oh,
that doesn't
him,
make
him,
you a
him.
part
I
of
see
it.
what you're saying. Yeah.
That doesn't, you know, if you're a part of the alphabet, because I'm not gonna sit here and try to remember every fucking letter. The people in the LGBT community,
Just call it the alphabet army, like some people call it.
they openly say they're a part of that community. And there's a lot of gay people and trans people and asexual people that are not a part of that community, and they don't take claim to that community. So
No.
people can be that and not be a part of that.
Yeah, they
Oh,
said
yeah.
they're like we'll represent ourselves. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So Phil can be bisexual with a heavy male lean, which if he is, so be it. That's fine. Nobody gives a fuck. But I also understand where he's coming from in the sense that, you know, old school, as we were talking earlier with the sex work and all that, you know, the old school, you were shunned for being gay. You know, you were shunned if you were a boy and you like girl clothing or girl toys.
I know.
But
I'm.
And you know, growing up in that mindset, you know, because people were made fun of religiously for it back in the day.
Oh no, I know. I was a part of that era growing
Yeah.
up. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're older than all of us in here, so yeah.
Yeah.
But
Is she really?
yes.
Yeah, I turned 50 in April.
Oh, I wouldn't have
Happy
guessed.
birthday!
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I honestly thought she was like in her 40s.
I was suspecting younger than that, just based on voice.
At least don't call me a 12-year-old boy, please, and we'll be fine.
you don't sound like a 12-year-old boy at all.
Thank
no,
you.
I would have guessed younger than me. So.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
small, and I got the voice of a 20. I don't
She
know.
got the voice
People
of a
say
little Filipino boy. It's okay.
Wow.
Heather, I'm just a couple years younger than you are, so we're right there.
You can smack me, Heather. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
no,
younger than you are.
I'll let Icy do that for me. She would be so kind.
Damn.
I would.
But
Thank you.
he's
But
thinking.
no, I'm just.
He's thinking. Oh,
yeah,
if
I'm
I
just a
come
little
out,
younger than you.
if I come out as bisexual, people are gonna laugh at me. My fan base is gonna laugh. Honestly, if Phil came out and said, "Guys, if he came out and said, guys, I'm bi,"
Falcon, I am actually older than Ice.
yeah, the detractors will honestly say, "Phil, we knew all along. Why didn't you just come out with it?"
I am older than Ice by 6 years.
Are you colder than ice?
Yes.
Believe it or not,
I am.
actually, funny you asked that. In video games, believe it or not, her element is always ice, and mine is usually, if it's there, void, or if it's not there, fire. Even though my name is Ice.
I will always use Ice in a video game.
A lot of
My
people-
favorite Final Fantasy character is Shiva.
In the tractor community, there's a good number of people that are between like 35 and 50. Some of the big channel owners, for instance.
Like, Revi's actually our youngest member.
Revi is 14.
Revy is a
I
kiddo.
thought Revy was 10. What happened?
No, Revi, I think, what would you say you were? 20, 21? 22?
22.
22, okay.
22.
My long-lost son,
that makes him the youngest member. of
You're
the
younger than my kids. This is so weird. Okay, sorry.
But like people, if he just came out and said that, people would be like, "All right, cool, Phil. We kind of already suspected by your jokes."
More power to you, sir.
Yeah, hey man,
And
live.
no one would really give a shit.
Yeah, but when your mind is stuck in the old ways, it would be.
Oh, by the way, I just turned 22. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I about to say, I knew your birthday was recent.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, belated birthday.
My
And-
birthday is next year.
Woohoo!
Mine's at the end of this year.
You know, IC claim, though he says he doesn't believe in God, is not a Catholic anymore. There is Catholic guilt embedded in him because that's what happens when you grow up Catholic.
Exactly.
Yep.
I wonder.
Yep.
Oh, Ice, no. Why is my first thought goes to? I wonder if he was the altar boy that got touched. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, he got to see more than the body of Christ.
It's still
booty hole.
Oh, they have that laughing guy. Fuck
Yeah.
The sad fact
He
is
was
this
just
is
like,
the first planet
"Let me
on
come
the
onto you, child."
Oh.
I just killed a bunch of prairie dogs. Woo!
When this is the
Damn.
first planet
But-
of the game. That's so.
I mean,
you
if he's worried about losing fans or some shit,
I mean,
He
if,
might
if he
actually
loses,
gain fans. That's the
if
funny
he-
part about
if
it
he
all.
lost fans, I would say that's very small-minded of his fans.
then they weren't really your fans. then.
Exactly. And,
Exactly.
I won't defend Phil on shit, but I'll defend them on that. Like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up on their part. I mean, though it does happen.
I got hit even though I didn't do anything.
It was just like when certain female streamers, people find out they have boyfriends or husbands, or even girlfriends, they lose a bunch of their supporters.
Okay, I'm gonna take it even into something else that I did. Okay.
Go for it.
When you'll hear me talk about Second Life from time to time, where I actually did. I worked at a
You were a DJ.
spicy club. I was a DJ, but I started out as a host. I would
But
make
she says
more
spicy club, chat,
in-game
it was a
Linden.
sex club.
I would make more in-game Linden single than I do married in that game in Second Life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What wound up equaling it out is I started DJing
Falcon
and they
remembers.
got to hear. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, that club about hot sauce. Thyri knows what I'm talking about.
Harry, I tried.
It was when
Thyri,
they
you
started
should
hearing
get
my
on
voice.
too. You should get on voice too, Thyri.
You don't want me in her own voice.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I know what you two sound like on voice. The chat doesn't,
Oh.
but I do.
Oh,
You will be in for an amazing time. Let me tell you that.
I look forward to this.
Yeah, well, that and then just have happy rags available. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Put it this way.
Shoot her an invite.
Put it this way. I've known her for a while now.
Yes, it's an optional
So-
time that you're supposed to enjoy. It's part of the game.
And me and Thyri worked at the same place I'm talking about. But my my Linden, which is the in-game currency, I would make very good Linden. Just by talking like this the entire time while I'm doing a set. And
See, I
would,
wish I could have a sexy voice like yours.
you know.
But I
and
can't pitch
I've
my
had women turn around and say that they're switching teams.
There you go. For anybody that wants to join, you got 30 minutes. Even though most of you that are here are already in Discord.
Join with an
You
H,
know.
though.
Yes, with an H. We're gonna be here a while.
please.
a while.
Well,
Come on, that one doesn't even have an H in it.
But yeah,
Oh,
no,
shit.
I used to DJ the spicier events.
You've already
and
said it on
whatnot.
stream before. It's
Yeah, I
orgies,
used to DJ
guys.
the orgy. I used to DJ the orgy. And yeah, so nothing can be said and or done that I probably never haven't heard
Yo, he
before.
has died
So,
like 40 times in this frog.
Oh,
join me,
fuck,
join me,
that hurt.
Kyrie, on the voice.
Died to a knight's. Whatever the fuck it is. God,
Of course, I had more
please.
stims. Yeah, if I had
Hello.
more stims, it would be easier.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
if I had better abilities, I don't know.
How the hell are you
The
doing?
slowdown seems way
I'm
less
good, girl. Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, I am doing
What's
amazing.
up? Welcome to the
amazing.
madhouse.
Yes.
So maybe later
Welcome,
on,
welcome. You're so innocent, and
Well, the guys got really quiet very suddenly.
they gotta go grab their rags. It's okay.
No, Icy can actually tell you. I can talk a lot, and then I'll just not say anything for long periods of time.
Yeah, but we're talking about everybody else.
Guys, are y'all beating off
You're not
already?
the only.
Oh,
You're
I'm
not
just
the only
playing
guy in
Zelda
chat.
now.
I am the only guy in chat. What are you
I'm
talking
playing
about?
Elden Ring.
You don't. No, you're
The
a
music
man.
of choice. The music
Man.
of choice. What we were always told. And
I
Thyri-
am not
and Thyri
just
can
a
back me
man.
up on
I am
this.
an exquisite man. Get it right.
Thyri can back me up on this.
Exquisite.
We're told
Gotta get the lisp
that
in there. Exquisite.
the music we are to play at the orgies that we did, have to inspire fucking. So take that as you want. I've had a friend that did the orgies before me, and Thyri's gonna start just laughing uncontrollably. She actually played "Lean on Me" during an orgy.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
And Bill Withers and all that fun stuff. And I'm like, how does
wanna make
"Lean on
parodies
Me"?
now. Wanna make parodies.
I have a
inspire
feeling I
fucking-
know who that is.
Yes, you do know who.
Oh,
He DJs on Saturdays.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep.
I'm trying to
That's
imagine
why-
how
that's
you
why
have
I-
an
Look at
orgy in
that!
Second
I
Life.
can't move at all.
Oh god,
Touch
it's
makes it
it's.
impossible.
Oh,
I
you're in
would-
a wall, Phil, so you can't move in a
Impossible to
wall.
fucking
We
move.
could have up
What a
to
piece of
a
dog
a
shit
normal
game.
sim, a bot sim
You're
in
just stuck
Second
in the
Life
corner. You can't
can
move
hold
at
up
all.
to
You jump, you
100
got
people.
nothing. You're just stuck in
Okay.
place
Wow.
twice
I was always
in a
wondering
row.
what the limit
You
was.
can't do anything about
Yeah,
it.
it's 100 people. Like
What a joke.
the place that I worked in that's
Literally
kind of
zero
tied to Kentucky. But anyway,
All right, well, it's been half an hour.
the club
guess
that I
I'll
used
give
to
you
work
some
at, the one that
shout-outs.
Thyri still works
You
at.
are my bitch. Thank you for the free
During an
money, dummy.
event, you can
And
have
you
up
can
to
lick my
100
balls.
people for any event. Doesn't matter if it's a normal
Wow.
set, orgy, special event. Doesn't matter. Up to 100 people. If you're a premium member, you're kind of
They're actually still charging
in
over
that
$100 for the
special
subscription for the
category that
game.
can
What a
get
slap in
in,
the face for Star
even
Wars
if
fans
it's
and anything
like
customized.
say 90 or so, I think. But
Because objectively speaking, your
so
criticisms about
I've
this performance are
seen
completely, totally
and I've
valid. I would ask for a
DJ'd
refund. They're not
orgies
gonna
where
give you
I've had
refunds,
like
trust
70,
me.
80
That
people
would never
on
happen.
sim.
Fucking
last-
all at one time.
Last
So what do you-
Sunday,
Yep.
So what do you do? Do
70
you like
and-
emote? I mean,
78.
how do you
Um,
fuck in the game? That, I never.
There's
Animations.
furniture that has animations in it, and the orgies and the orgies that we were part of, they are voice enabled, so you
I have
can
heard
hear
things
everything.
I wish I hadn't.
You can hear everything, and everybody can get on voice and hear everything. So yeah, you hear some really
I'm
Like I said,
learning
I've
so much
heard
about an
things-
event I never go to.
right.
I've heard things I wish I hadn't heard. And I was just like, well, this is my life now.
I
Oh, it
did.
did work.
It was an orgy that Ice wasn't a part of. It was with my partner in game, and it was funny because we would
Oh,
say
I
or
know
do
what you're
something.
going. I know what you're.
Yeah,
I know where you're going with
I
this.
told the story to me in a staff meeting. We would do or say something, and then another person would hear that and go, "Oh," and they would start doing the same exact thing, and it's like, really? I didn't realize that.
Wait,
You
One
know,
Minute Man
I know.
took a
You know,
40 on this?
imitation
Why
is
not
a
have the
serious
bottom
form
to
of
lift the mic?
flattery, but I didn't think it was stretched into this.
Did
you
anyone
know?
ever ask you to say it with an H this time?
It wasn't.
No.
Careful.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. Usually their mouths are busy.
Like I said, I've heard
Just
things.
saying.
Unspeakable things.
My favorite is still, you know, oh, you hear how he slaps her ass? Let me slap your ass. And it's like, wait, what?
Is that it? I think they're all dead.
Shouldn't this be something you think of normally on your own?
I don't know.
Not
maybe you
inspired
should
by
pour
activities
some.
of those around you?
Maybe you should pour some jelly on her and eat it off of her. I don't know.
Mango ice cream.
Yes, mango ice cream or Trader Joe's tacos.
Tacos. Yes. Let the tacos cool down first before you do that, guys.
Well, yeah, we
That's
don't
my
want
only
that.
suggestion. Yeah.
The third one, there's nothing
Don't need to give ourselves third-degree burns during sexy fun time.
Cherry flavored.
We get those ones at by Cardi B, so that has the alcohol infused in them, which I heard is actually pretty not so great. We'll get those. It'll be fine.
Gotcha.
That didn't do any damage? It did no damage.
The stuff we've done. Oh my god.
Basically ignored it like it never existed.
Jump, Phil, jump. There you go.
The stuff
We
we've
really
done
need
and
to
been
start
influenced
promoting
in. Oh my god.
our chats on this channel is like being like sex education just to keep from getting like banned or something. Cause oh my goodness.
Funny story about that. When I was in my 20s, I was working at a local nonprofit, and my coworker was 40 some odd years old, and one of our drivers comes running in. My daughter's not gonna sing this song. It's about menage a trois, blah blah blah, and she's running out with a yeah. My daughter's not gonna listen to that either. Da, 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 da. Not even 5 minutes later, she comes in, looks at me, and goes, "What's a menage a trois?"
Oh my god.
Oh, holy crap.
So I had to explain that to her. Then I had to explain to her and a couple of other staff members what the uses of KY jelly are, what's that used for.
Yeah, to adulthood and not know what that shit's for. How?
Yeah, well, the reason that we all got a tube of KY jelly is because in the state of Louisiana, if you are not certified as in first aid, if you're not certified in first aid, there are certain things in a first aid kit you cannot have. Okay, one of those happens to be KY jelly. Okay. So everybody got this big, like, Crest toothpaste size tube of KY jelly. And I come in and I start giggling. She goes, "What's so funny?" I said, "The fact that I got KY on my desk at work." And she's like, "Yeah, what is that used for?" I said, I'm like, "Sit down.
I had to leave and come back.
Let me tell you."
This is my principal night for sure.
Yeah, you're about to go to
Oh
school.
my god, that
I
is
had to
just...
explain it to her. And then one of the, I don't know if I ever told y'all this, Thyri, I don't know if I ever told y'all this one.
Phil,
But
you swinging both
we
sabers.
me and another driver were talking, and we happened to mention, about getting pregnant by a turkey baster as a joke. And
Oh yeah, you told me this one.
yeah, I told you that one. Yeah, we told them that, and then they're like, "Well, how do you do that?" And I had like 20 ladies in the room with me and this other person, explaining to them how it is possible that you can impregnate yourself with a turkey baster.
Oh my god, I hope nobody tried, like, honest to God, tried that. That is the most unsterile thing. Oh no. What have you encouraged?
It's
I
turkey
was
bacon.
just trying to educate. If y'all haven't figured out, I am very comfortable with my sexuality and talking about it.
But it's, I mean, it's not the comfort thing. That's fine. I get that.
Yeah,
It's
but
just,
no, it's
what,
like-
how did you...
You have a question, but you're scared to ask. You might as well ask it,
Ask
Falcon.
it, Falcon.
Go ahead,
Ask
Falcon.
it. This is going to be the Ask Icy Anything. Go for it. Almost anything.
And by the way, guys, I am not sorry for the direction of this conversation.
Suck it, Susan. Oh wait,
Not
or
Susan,
whoever
it's
the
Neil.
new guy.
Heather already did. What was the question?
Oh, about the turkey baster.
Oh, the turkey
Oh,
baster. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody that I know of has tried it.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Alright,
Plus a
love
lot of
you.
these. Plus, a lot of these women that I was telling this to are above childbearing age.
First, you don't
Trying to
succeed.
fertilize
So,
yourself
yeah.
with the turkey baster is
I just-
how you
I
end
just-
up with toxic shock syndrome. I just came back. How did we get here? Oh well, it's ladies' night. It's open mic for ladies.
I drove the bus.
It's
I drove
open
the
night.
bus.
It's
Just saying,
open
I drove
mic
the
night
bus.
for ladies.
Yes.
Poor
Oh
Revy,
yeah,
his
poor
young mind might not
Revy.
handle it.
Definitely. Poor Revy. How are you doing,
Sorry,
hon? Are
Revy.
you okay, Revy?
Do you need a teddy bear and a blanket?
Do you need an adult? Oh wait, you're fucked if you need an adult here.
I am an adult.
Oh yes.
I'm
sorry,
very
Revy.
Hi, my friend told me
I
you
am
can help
good.
me by touching me. Do I look Catholic to you? Oh, sorry. I think he's talking about the hidden potential. Oh yeah, that.
Like I've always said, it's not forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It is. I'm sorry, Daddy. I've done that, girl.
I mean, I'm not using single stance.
I would ask my son to be my adult, but one, he wouldn't understand. Two, if he did, he would be appalled. And three, he's my son, and I'm not asking my son to be my adult. No. Oh my God,
He's to be an
you
adult.
guys.
You're an adult.
He's.
Do we even have adults here? Adults anyway?
Yes, me.
I don't think so. No.
You
don't
count.
I do
Yeah, you
count.
don't qualify.
You don't count as an
No.
adult.
No, you do not.
Oh, why?
You
why?
do not.
Why do I not count as an adult?
Because
Mental or physical age?
I mean,
Physical,
no,
maybe. Mental,
physically,
debatable.
physically,
See-
I'm 37. Mentally, I'm like 50.
Can't dodge.
Thanks, Ma.
Can't dodge. It's twice in a row.
Well,
It won't let
what's
you dodge.
funny is you keep saying say it with an H. One of my favorite songs to play would be called Naughty H by Faderhead. So yeah, there you go.
One pay taxes and I'm an adult? Question mark. I don't know. I mean, we have Phil. He pays taxes and he's still not an adult.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's something. I'll just say
he
that.
has the physique of an adult male, but he's not an adult.
He has the physique of an old
A
woman. Come on, let's be
failing.
realistic.
Yeah. Those second tits. He's an old, like 90-year-old
I
woman.
was gonna say don't insult the old ladies like
His arms,
I'm
his
in
arms
the
look
air
like
over
the
the
air
song.
pieces of
It
Play-Doh
still
that
hits
you
you.
knock off of the
So
little
it doesn't have a
canister,
hitbox
you know?
on the song. It
Little
has
white
a
fluff.
Oh,
big,
those
giant
little
biscuit
worms.
nose.
Oh,
that
no,
shouldn't have.
no.
I
Yeah, those
don't want to pay taxes. I'm tired of taxes.
no.
Oh, we lost Aqua.
I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Aqua's like, yeah, I'm gone.
Can we get a duck in the chat? Can we get a duck in the chat?
No, we don't need a duck. Well, maybe we do. Is the duck an adult?
No,
The duck is not.
the duck is there just to laugh at us.
Yeah, the duck
Oh.
is just ageless, timeless, priceless.
I mean, I subscribe to ducks on Twitch. Does that count?
No.
Damn it.
Yes. I say it does. I override ice. Yes, it counts.
Yeah.
There's a duck. I can't
Okay,
remember
I'll
the name of the
Oh,
channel,
he's
but there's
dead.
a guy who takes his duck
Oh, no.
to different places like McDonald's and the college and pottery
Damn,
class.
he's still on this shit.
Yeah, he's still on this fucking frog. Like, I'm about to skip this fucking frog.
He died over. Spoiler!
He's
I
still
think
on
he
that
died
frog,
over like
Lone frog or whatever?
120
I turned
times.
away.
I'm completely above the tongue, and it still grabs me.
Whose
with
video
silly
is
bad
this?
hitbox.
Say
I
what?
ride ice, Heather, that out of context clip. Damn it.
See, it's sad.
Damn it, Falcon.
Now the problem is it's the game mechanics as well. It's not just the frame rate. So now you're noticing the hitbox on the tongue is fucked up too. So, okay, so let's continue to analyze how bad the game is. So
That
the game
was
was
duck
running
lore.
nicely. It
Oh,
wouldn't be
what
an
is my
issue, but
stream
now
turned
they're
into?
running
I don't know,
poorly,
but I
and have
love
to
it.
use these weird ways to
It's
get
a
it off.
hot mess and
Now you're realizing
it's
back
fun.
And I love
It's
it. I
perfect.
love
See,
it.
you guys were probably having nice, decent conversation. I come on and I just fuck everything up.
Nah.
Uh-uh.
I mean, because what we're gonna do? Continue to talk about the boring guy on the screen right now?
Probably.
You know you would, and then you'd rage, and then I would be in the background on the phone going, will you just stop watching him? You know? Oh.
Yeah, she's told me a few times, like, why the fuck are you watching? You're gonna have a heart attack watching this guy.
Properly supporting partner in that regard.
No. You know what? It just dawned on me. I'm probably gonna have to educate my husband on who Phil is because he's gonna find out about him one way or another.
That's
He doesn't know now?
That's why I told Icy from Jump, like, hey, this is the guy I started covering. You know, just show up to a stream or two. Here's a video. Just give her a little introduction, and then she goes
Yeah,
off and finds the masturbation clip. I'm like, why was that the first thing you looked for? She's like, "Cause why not?" I was like, "Oh well, I got nothing on that one."
I mean, if I need to get into the deep end if I'm going to sit here and learn about this asshole.
And
And,
that's amazing that it's like not even the worst of his misdeeds.
you know, I mean,
Well, my husband knows I talk about a bad person on YouTube.
and then what that does is then that leads me down a rabbit hole of who else on YouTube has decided to, you know, pleasure themselves without realizing that the camera was on.
That's the laugh of the girl that got railed out by her boyfriend, and then she did it again.
Almost. But even then, I'm getting
Oh
hit
yeah,
by
that one
nonsense
where it was
Yeah.
quote unquote
around,
off
right?
screen.
Oh,
Enemies
yeah,
outside
You found the
of
one, the other girl
Just
who
everything about the boss
Yeah.
fight is wrong.
was getting her,
Thank you, Falcon.
diddling, was diddling her shit.
Oh, yeah,
during,
her boyfriend had her
Dire situation.
ass up.
No, I'm talking about no. This girl was solo.
Are you talking about the one that
Oh.
was like
So
the
let's
one the
see
week
how
before
much
Phil, and
situation.
everybody thinking he was doing it for a dungeon?
I did
I
nothing
should get
wrong.
something for dinner.
Okay.
Might have been around the same time. Dodger, that's who it was. Dodger.
I don't know what I should eat.
What?
I'm hungry
I
too.
never checked my
I don't know
katana.
what happened. It's, I
This is
slow down,
this is one thing Icy always jumps on me about. Actually, even my
I
friends
always-
and family do.
yeah,
Because
I
I'll
do
forget
not.
to eat for hours at a time or days.
You sound like my best friend, Ice. You need to take care of yourself.
Like
I
didn't
tell him
get,
that
like,
all the time.
The one that really got Icy upset
I'm still getting
is
hit
I
even though I
went
jumped over
2 days without eating, and she's like, "Why didn't you eat?" And I was like, "Because I forgot." It's like, your stomach's got to be rumbling. I was like, "Yeah, it was." And then I got into something and stopped it. I forgot all about it again.
Yeah, my bad thing is I tend to drink like a lot of tea, so all that caffeine makes me not hungry, and then it's like 4 in the afternoon. It's like, oh shit, I haven't eaten yet.
But I ate at 11:15. I had lunch, and I haven't eaten since.
Yeah.
Dodge,
You
no
need to
dodge,
eat.
No input
I
reaction
think I haven't
whatsoever.
eaten yet
Right,
today
Ice,
myself,
every
so I really
2
can't
hours.
poke at anybody for not eating.
Which is surprising that I'm even overweight because I don't eat so much.
But that's part of
It's
it. Like,
not what you
I
eat
know I
is
couldn't do
it's
anything. I'm in
not
the
how
corner,
much you eat is what
and
you eat.
everything's
How
hitting
you
me, and I
eat,
can't.
yeah.
I can't
Look,
move.
I like gorging.
so
Okay,
bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know that
It
you
was
do
like-
I'm
that.
the same way. I won't lie,
Everything's
Ice.
just
I'm the
not
same
out.
way.
Once you're in the corner like that, the game slows down to such a crawl.
I
This
feel
is
that Ice
incredibly
110%.
reminiscent of the Pontiff
I
Suleiman
think it was
boss
the
fight
worst I
when
gorged
I was playing Dark
was
Souls
2
3
years
at
ago.
launch on Xbox One.
And
It's exactly the same
I
situation.
started in the morning
where the
and I
frame rate
nibbled on
gets so
something,
bad,
and then it just turned out through the
nothing
rest of the day I just
responds
kept
anymore.
eating something.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
It's the same exact fight.
Yo, he is still on this fucking plane. We are 2
I mean, I
hours
make
into
fun
this
of
video, and
Phil
he's still
for
on the same
his eating
fight.
habits,
Yeah.
but if I go a day or so without
problem is
eating,
Pontiff
I'm
Suleiman was, what,
like,
2016?
I won't lie, my
You know,
eating
7
habits are
years
as
ago.
bad as his are. I
Part of
just
me-
don't do it in front of a camera.
Part of me wants Five Guys. They're closing, so that's out.
You know, I have yet, I'm like probably the only person in the world who's never eaten at Five Guys.
No, you're not. I haven't
Oh,
eaten
you-
at Five
you haven't
Guys, and
either?
they got one, and they
Oh,
finally
you
put
did
one like
block
30
three
minutes away
in
from
a
where I
row.
live, and I'm like, yeah.
Parry,
no.
you go to punish. No, I do a
I'm
third move that's
gonna
unblockable.
finally be able to try Whataburger.
Ooh, that would be a treat. That's
Dude,
Yeah,
Whataburger
there's
is
one within
amazing.
walking distance of where
That's
we're going to
essentially
be
what this game
living,
is. It's a
so.
fucking paid beta.
Whataburger is so
It's a
good.
game they didn't
Nice.
test it. If they tested it, they would have known.
We
this
had
was
one,
only
and then they
playable on
closed
any
down,
console.
which made me sad.
And
Aw.
PC. They would have never
All the
released
good
it.
places
But
closed
again, who the
down.
fuck
Why?
makes these decisions? We got Redfall that just came out. That game's not even completed. The game is literally an unfinished game.
But then again, I
And
do
they're-
have some
they're
really
selling it.
awesome
And now you got
restaurants
this
around
one.
here, so.
Yeah.
Completely
That's
not
one thing I'm going to
performing
miss
at
here.
any
We have a
capacity of being
really, really good Mexican restaurant,
World
like,
that it's like this, but this is
less
acceptable
than
in
half a
2023.
mile
It's
away
not.
from us. And I'm going to miss it. Our tacos. I am.
Right? Street
Falcon,
tacos
I'm
are
gonna, like,
amazing.
if
You want
I'm
some
gonna
Trader
eat-
Joe's tacos?
Oh no.
No,
I'm
I'll
gonna eat
pass,
Falcon. Like,
thanks.
I have no problem eating around people. The only thing I don't like doing around, like in someone else's home, is going to the bathroom.
I moved.
I've
It's
left
Oh,
people's
that is so
houses to go to the
embarrassing.
bathroom.
That is so embarrassing.
I
yeah.
mean, if they smell it, oh well. At
It-
this
It
point,
winds
you're
up
in
being
my
I've
house.
like
left.
scene in Dumb and Dumber.
Like my current roommate could tell you, I left. I come to visit before I moved in. And I left quite a few times. They're like, "Why are you leaving?" I was like, "I gotta poop."
Sorry,
And they're like, "You can use our bathroom." I was like, "No, I'm going home to poop." And then I just
I've done that in public. I've done that.
I
But
did a
no,
move, I
I've
dodged,
seen
no
it
dodge.
where
Okay,
no,
we try
Ice. I'm
again,
about to
nothing,
tell a
2
story
in a row,
about you.
no response.
Oh,
I've
God,
seen it
here
to
we
where
go.
Ice was living at a different place, and he'd walk to the gas station.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I
The
unless
poop.
it's like Bucky's and it's a really clean bathroom, I will not.
The gas station was clean. Like they were really clean.
It's sad because there's really nothing to play
Okay.
right now.
Like they,
I'd take-
like the way they clean their bathroom, you could damn near eat off their floor.
Ew.
I could,
Damn.
but then everything
Ew.
else, like all the games that are coming out,
That sounds
are
like
all
somebody
junk.
keeps
They're
on
all
top of
unplayable
it.
junk.
Oh, they
They're
do.
supposed to be
Like
big,
they're. I think they
exciting
cleaned it. I
story
think they
games,
told me
and
they
they're
cleaned it
fucking
like 4 times a day,
insanely bad here.
Shit.
and they just made sure like, and if They said if like 3 people went in and they could smell it, then they would go in and just clean, even if they already did their initial cleaning.
Wow.
Yeah, they took that serious. Like they were very serious with that.
I mean, I've left like grocery carts and stuff, or buggies as we call them here, of stuff, you know, in the middle of the store because I was like, okay, I gotta go, and I'm not in public. No.
Yeah.
Phil, you're being
I've
shot
done
in
that.
the dog.
Oh my God! The droid shot me.
Huh?
Yes,
Oh.
Phil, you're being shot by the droid. Of course you're gonna get hit.
He doesn't care. Oh, I'm
That
using
hasn't
two.
changed.
He was blocking.
Oh, and
He
you're
likes
more than
getting
welcome to
hit.
come in Discord anytime when you see people in here.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Phil is the type of guy that I wouldn't even want to hit.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would not
You wouldn't
hit
wanna-
that
you
baby
wouldn't-
one more time.
You wouldn't want to sleep with Phil, the most successful YouTuber in all of existence for 15 years?
So they can't interrupt the fight.
The prolific content creator, Phil Burnell.
He's been on this boss. We're now in the 2 hour and 15-minute mark, and he's still on this boss.
You know what? He works his ass off, everybody. That's what he told me.
He could show you a really good time, buy you all the fancy shit you want.
Well, he did sing a song during his
Yeah, no.
playthrough of Evil Within. He will show you the inside of his ass. Yeah, he has this. He did a little song
I didn't see
number.
that one.
Yeah,
I didn't see
he's got a
his Evil
song
Within.
number of him singing about it was at the end of Evil Within 1, and he said, "I will show you the inside of my ass."
You?
What is it with him and his infantile?
I told you
makes-
why.
It's because
He's never grown up. He never grew up out
Oh, I
of being like
know.
14 years old. He's like perpetual man-child.
But that's his audience, though.
Like, don't get me wrong. I
immature-
enjoy a good fart joke.
I mean, so do I, but I
But
don't make
Phil
them all
is-
the damn time.
And the thing
I
is,
have-
they're not even jokes. Like I've made some dumb remarks in games. I've done it in 16 all the time.
And then the bite.
But he'll sit there and say it, and you're like, dude, it's not even
Not
remotely funny. Or it's like nothing even pertains to
No,
the game.
you don't know
Like,
the third unblockable
for
stuff
example, I've
because
already said the example
you do
once,
all
but I'll
the
say it
time.
again.
Sometimes he does 2 normal bites and
Like
then unblockable.
in
If he
16,
does that, you have to dodge
Sid
your
looks at
attack,
you and
but
Jill,
after the second bite is your opportunity
and he's
to
like,
punish
"Hey,
and attack."
we're gonna go
So
do
you
this
stand
thing, blah blah
around
blah.
and
We're
never
gonna go
attack him,
separate,
therefore
so we don't draw as
random.
much
You
attention
have
to
to
ourselves."
guess, and
He's
whoever
like,
you guess correctly, so you
"Don't
deal
do anything I wouldn't do,
There's
you
no
two, or don't."
guaranteed
It was
time
like, "Don't do
you
anything
can
I wouldn't
not
do, or
have
don't
interrupt.
don't
That
do
unblockable,
anything strange,
that's
or
too
whatever."
fast to fucking
And I was
dodge.
like, "Shut up, Sid. You don't tell me what to do." I said, "If I want to take Jill out back and fuck her, that's my business."
Couldn't get out of the way that time.
Because these two have
Decided to
so
do
much
it.
sexual frustration pent up in this game.
Problem, they gave him so many
I love it. Hey.
can't be dodged.
And it's Phil. He was just like, what was it? Phil said, "Oh yeah, the guy
body slam,
died
you
and
have
had
to go far
explosive
away.
diarrhea in
The
his
quick bite,
pants."
you have to do a sidestep.
Yeah, it's
The
like,
giant splash,
why?
you have to
Why
move
are
out of the
you
way.
going
How do
straight
you,
at the
like,
poo,
why?
poo humor? And whenever he bans somebody, he's like, I want you, you know, to suck the big steaming turd right out of my ass.
I know. It's like, what the fuck?
When was this
Well, I'm trying
Phil?
you supposed to be using?
I got a question. Phil, if you ever listen to this stream, I'm just curious. From the deep bottoms of this thing I call a heart, I have a question for you. Were you ever in Second Life, have you ever won me in an auction and told me that you were going to do something so much that I was going to shit? That's all I got to ask.
Oh yeah, that dude
And
did tell
yeah,
you that. That was-
and wanted to rub it all over your chest. That's all I got to ask. If that was you,
laser.
fuck you.
No.
No, that might have been Darish. That might have been.
It might have
Darish.
been. It might have been. I was definitely. Yeah, I had somebody ask me that once. They won me in an auction and told me that they were gonna, you know, do something to so good I was gonna.
People,
poop.
you be vile. You be vile,
And-
vile
The
people.
uncanny
And-
valley. Yeah, some people are just fucking weird, man. I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame. I mean, just pay a Russian
Yeah, I'm
chick.
not king shaming.
I'm
If that
not
is your
king
thing,
shaming, but
Look, just pay a
If
Russian
that
chick
is your
$2,000
thing,
and she'll
but-
take a shit on your chest.
yeah, no.
Can we get out of the way? Why the
The girls one cup.
Nothing that I did.
No.
I had it.
How
No,
dare
no. I'm
you?
just gonna. I'm
How
not gonna say
dare
anything.
you, Icy?
I'm not gonna say anything. But I'm just gonna say that they were into that.
Now he does the one
and
you
I
can't get away with.
wasn't.
Yeah, no.
And then I had people actually getting mad at me because I said I would not partake.
Oh, don't feel
And I'm
bad.
like, dude, that's not my thing.
I've had in Second Life, I've had people get upset with me because I didn't want to fuck them because they were a dude, and I was like, I don't swing that way. And they're like, well, you don't know it until you try it. It's like, I don't want to try it because I know I'm not that way.
That was gonna take my
and they proceeded to curse me out for it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever.
He decides he's gonna do the unblockable charge.
Sorry, I'm just horrified at the mention it's Girls One Cup. I'm gonna need a moment.
It could be worse. I could have said Lemon Party.
No, just for some reason.
I don't know about Lemon
I
Party.
mean, Lemon Party wasn't as bad as Two Girls One Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you
By
always
the way,
want to take
I
a
heard
trip
that
on the
was all
Hershey Highway.
fake and everything, and I said I don't care if it was fake or not. It is still disgusting. Thank you very much.
Look, it's not my fault we use Hershey bars, okay? We had nothing else.
Fun story. When I was a sophomore,
I've seen that. Unfortunately, my coworker showed me that shit. One man, one jar. He even showed me where the jar busted in his ass and he had to get stitched.
Ew! But there was the school that I went to had a big, nice outdoor swimming pool.
We lost
and they
take care. Love you.
And to get back at the university, I guess because they flunked out or something, they threw a couple of Baby Ruth bars in the swimming pool.
Oh, like Caddyshack.
Yeah, they threw a couple of Baby Ruths in the swimming pool, and then the swimming pool had to be drained and cleaned.
Well, why didn't you just go left or right instead of backwards on his throw?
He likes backing it up.
Well, it doesn't make any sense when the frog throws up because it goes in a straight line. So him backing up is leaving himself in it. Go left or right.
Well, yeah.
But he was blocking. He couldn't dodge. The game cheats.
Alright, so I've done so much
It
dumb shit
dropped
like
his
that.
frame
rate. Never even did that before.
It's his frame rate.
So he has another attack pattern. I'm not even
I mean,
aware
yeah,
of.
basic things I understand, but like Phil's fought this frog so much, he should have the damn attack pattern memorized at this point.
That's true.
Like, I fought Ludwig so much that I memorized his attack patterns. Doesn't mean I still won't get killed, but I remember his attack pattern. Like, I see
You remember the pattern that you got killed in, though.
Yeah.
Can't play. Yeah, he has 4 bites now.
Yeah, because he's almost dead.
Boom.
Oh, I've never been here.
You better not die to this frog right now. He's on the ropes, Phil. You got him. You got him. There you go. He's dead. You got him. You got him.
I was gonna say if he clipped him at the last second, I would have laughed.
Well,
Finally,
guys,
the damn frog's dead.
You know,
I
and I
think
beat this. I beat this on stream, and I did it a lot faster than him.
yeah. You're also a lot smarter and more talented, and
I can say I just finished it faster because I saw it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were actually chatting with me when I did it.
Yep.
So was Aqua actually.
It didn't take you this entire conversation like it's taken Phil.
Dude, we had like
Okay.
6 conversations and he just beat this fucking frog.
So now let's see what items we have for killing.
well,
you,
guys,
Phil, for
I
not
should
getting
call it. I got stuff I got to do tomorrow, and I probably should try to get some